What is up? Overleveled Podcast, episode 130, and quite a bit of news finally happened. No more drought in terms of gaming news. Finally, some game announcements, and actually a decent state of play that recently happened. And then we got some interesting tidbit of news: Kojima game being leaked by Tom Henderson, and then some predictions, I guess, for Summer Game Fest for this Thursday. But of course, we have usual panel member Bless Red, and we have two guests, Callie Rex and Deontay. And it's gonna be a good show, not too long because mostly based on state of play. But
Hmm.
what we normally do is talk about the games
Yeah.
that we play, and the games that I've been playing, honestly, V Rising, basically, like I like to say, a cross hybrid of like Valheim mixed with vampires. Pretty cool game. It's still in early access, and I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Um, but that it's only on PC so far. So, if you got a PC, try it out. If you didn't, well, wait for I guess a console port if it ever if it ever comes through, of course. And then I've been
Console waiting race? Oh man.
this
Oh
guy.
God.
Console waiting race? Oh man. That's
Damn,
crazy.
bless. Got to go in already.
Yeah.
But then I've been playing some FF7 remake as well. So been enjoying that. Just because I've been in that Final Fantasy mood, like usually, especially with State of Play. So, Bless, what about you? What have you been playing?
I haven't really been playing much of anything besides, I guess, like some Blood Hunt, but not much. And I guess Trek to Yomi. Playing Trek to Yomi. Oh, well. Also, I forgot. I was playing a multiverses. Aha, we didn't talk about that last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I was playing a lot of multiverses, and that game is fucking amazing. I can't wait for it to come out. It's like so good. A lot of some stuff that needs to be tweaked, but I think they're on their tweaking phases now. I saw like a dev was tweeting about tweaking some stuff. Like some of Finn's moves were kind of OD in terms of frame, not frame time, in terms of frame data. But yeah, yeah, that game is amazing. Netcode is pretty good. Like much better than Smash's. Um, and has full crossplay. I played with people that are on like PlayStation as well. It worked flawlessly. I can't wait for that game to come out. Free to play. Um, what else? Oh, I made what did I make? I made Batman, Wonder Woman, and I was trying to get good with Harley. Harley is OD, and I played some of Arya Stark. But
Nice.
uh, what else? But yeah, basically like that and Trek to Yomi. Basically, Trek to Yomi. I just beat it. I kind of like dragged my feet with the game a
Yeah,
lot.
that
But
doesn't sound like you enjoyed it that much.
yeah, nah. It's
Because I heard it got mixed reviews. If memory serves right.
mm, I think it did too. I haven't looked at the Metacritic, but I would assume it did. It's type. It's a Game Pass fodder out of 10. How about that?
Wasn't it also published by Devolver? Which, if it is, I'm shocked.
Yeah, it was published by Devolver, which is uncharacteristic of their great expertise as a publisher. But yeah, I mean, it's not like a terrible game. It's just not very good. Like
Mm-hmm.
like you're gonna be doing most likely the like similar two or three combos. Like the combos get fleshed out a bit, and like there's other ways to go about it. But like honestly, trying to diversify your actual combat, it's I mean that's the only way that could make it fun, of course. But it's like you kind of forget the moves as you go along. Gotta kind of forget some, but it's not really very fun. to play necessarily, and there's a lot of the same animations. There's like there's like maybe like seven like uh I guess like special animations for killing people, like maybe seven, and you're just kind of doing them consistently for like I don't even know. I have like 20 hours on Steam, but I definitely didn't take 20 hours to beat the game. I was idle for a lot of time. I think it took me like maybe like 7 hours. But yeah, like you're gonna be doing like the same type of animations for so many times. And I don't know, man. It's just it was okay music, and I guess the voice acting was decent, but like yeah, besides that, the story was meh. Everything about the game is basically meh. So I just gave it a 5 out of 10 of being meh.
Hmm. All right, all right. What about
Meh,
you,
meh.
Deontay? What games have you been playing?
For me, I have been playing Lost Odyssey. It's a good turn-based game. It's like back then when 360 started, when they started actually getting Japanese games. Lost Odyssey was the shit.
And it was
It
like
has
Blue
a good,
Dragon was also like one of the main staples with
yep,
360.
yeah. It's good games that I hate that it's only tied to the 360. Because I tried to like go through emulations and stuff, especially Lost Odyssey. That is a game that had like 4 discs, and I couldn't beat the game because my fourth disc got so messed up that when you go to the final boss fight, it just glitches out. That shit pissed me off. But
Fuck.
luck, and I even tried to emulate even the emulations. Like the emulations is so fucked up to the point to where you can't even get progressed through like the second disc because they have so much disc switching and stuff. It messes up like the whole game of it. Sometimes you'll get like
The
black
hell?
dots, and it's like, dude. So I just decided to say, screw it. I got an Xbox Series S, and I decided to be like, well, might as well play some Lost Odyssey. But
I I
other
heard
than
you.
that, what's up?
I was just gonna say I heard you could. I think you could play the game like on whatever it is on PC, but it's like you have to like if you have like more than like 4 cores, you have to disable all the other cores in order to like boot the game or some crazy shit. I
Man,
think
I gotta nerf my rig, bruh. Come
yeah, you
on,
have to
man.
you have to nerf your PC in order to run it. It's fucking weird.
Oh, come on, man. Damn, nobody ain't got time for all that shit.
Yeah.
But it's for me, Lost Odyssey is one of my like at least top 5 of JRPGs. This has good story. The characters are great. It has good combat. There's a lot of life lessons between the dream sequences and stuff. And Kaim is a very, very interesting protagonist. He starts as like a stoic person, like, oh, I don't care as long as it's not part of my mission, to like, hey, I got to take care of my family. And it's really dope to see. A next game I was playing was, what is it called? It's called Warhammer 40K Chaos Demon Gate. And this game is actually pretty good. It is pretty much a XCOM game, but it's like in the 40K universe. I've never played none of the
Hmm.
40K games, but this game is really nice, especially the story. You got these dudes that's like some type of like Templars, and except it's in outer space, and like they're fighting like demons and stuff, and then they even have like their own type of syndicate. They're like, oh, for the Bloodfather, and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
What the
And these
fuck?
dudes, they're running in like Master Chief armor. I'm talking about these dudes are like doing flips and stuff, and they're just cutting down demons. One person literally got like his whole armor melted in fire, and he just got back up. It's like, oh, you thought this was, you thought that was it, demon? I could still go another round. I'm like, damn, dude. Oh, I thought these dudes were on some drugs, but man, this game, I will say, if anybody is having that XCOM craze, uh, Warhammer 40K is definitely the way to go. It's really good from what I'm playing so far.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about you, Callie? No, you've been
I've just
playing
been
Hearts
playing.
of Iron.
Well, not just this, but yeah, mostly Hearts of Iron. But I've also been playing SWTOR again, just trying to complete the rest of the story missions that are on that MMO.
Oh yeah,
And
because they had a was it November the recent expansion or something?
yeah, it was November, or yeah, You're right. But yeah, I've just been trying to go through like some of the more boring storylines, like the Trooper and the Jedi Counselor. Which let me
Oh.
just say, the Jedi Counselor, the voice acting in there, it just feels like they asked for the bare minimum for that class. It's like they sound so soulless for both the male and the female version.
Yeah.
But
But
the
Callie,
smuggler's pretty fun.
so like, did you finish that recent expansion, or no? You just been doing the other stuff.
I just been doing other stuff.
Okay.
Honestly, I plan on buying the expansion soon. Once I'm done with these other class stories that I have to finish off.
Also, they're because I thought last time with their previous expansion that you just had to do a sub, right? So they're like making people buy the latest expansion now.
You don't have like okay. So basically, how it works is that you subscribe once and you get the story expansion, and you don't have to subscribe again. You just keep it. Yeah,
That's good.
basically it's just a one-time purchase. But yeah, and also this time around they also added a battle pass into SWTOR too.
Wow,
Yep, because every game has to have a battle pass for some reason.
that's crazy. MMOs now having battle passes.
Yep.
Never would have thought
Well,
that.
to be fair, I am gonna be fair. It's not that egregious like I expected it to be from EA, because you know EA tends to be pretty out there when it comes to their battle passes.
Oh, absolutely.
But at least this is fair. Like it's completely
Mhm.
fair, and you actually get some pretty good items even if you don't pay for the battle pass. Like you can actually get like right now if you actually start it early, you can actually get a hidden character that they give through a quest.
Oh snap!
Yep.
So, anything else that you've been playing?
Well, honestly, I've also been playing this other game that I bought on Steam called Hong Kong Massacre. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's a nice little top-down shooter game, and I will say it is fucking addicting. The action in the game is really fun, but it is brutal because like let's just say that you're just a one-tap kill for enemies.
Yeah, I
Is it
swear
like-
that I've heard that game before. I just, never looked into it.
Is it like the game Hatred or something?
Uh,
You do like glory kills or like on demons or some shit?
No, it's all action based. You just like run around shooting, kind of like an arcade shooter. Except like this is more like strategic. You have to be careful when you go into like a room to shoot an enemy, because if you like you miss, you're just gonna be shot dead.
Oh, okay. Is that's like what do you call it then? The Devolver Digital published game. The what do you call it? Hotline Miami. Sounds like Hotline
Yeah,
Miami.
practically like that.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, it's on Steam, so it's like $20. It's
Yeah,
published by
I bought it for $5.
V
I got a
Rescue
steal.
or something like that. Yeah, it looks pretty dope.
I'd love to see it.
The graphics are insane. So
Yeah, I'm
Honestly, recommend
surprised by
anyone
the
to
graphics.
yeah. So if anybody who hasn't tried it out, I just recommend the game just for the fun.
Cool.
Check it out.
So, a lot to talk about for State of Play. But first, we do need to talk that Tom Henderson, give you guys quick backstory. Tom Henderson likes to leak Call of Duty news, as well as Battlefield news. But recently, like today, as of today, he leaked a Kojima game, surprisingly. And long story short, it's supposed to be the actress who played Mama. Is Margaret Qualley, if I recall. And he got footage, and she's like in a blue dress with a flashlight. I don't know if they said gun, but it's like supposed to be like a horror survival game. And the end of it was like a jump scare, and it says "Game Over," like Hideo Kojima, and it's like over something. Then what the funny part about that story was that Tom tweeted after that story came out, Kojima's team told him to take it down, and he declined to do so.
The hell?
Mm-hmm.
It's like fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he didn't care enough to do so.
You can do that
What?
if they actually ask. Like, I mean,
Yeah. If they say, "Hey,
not
can
if
you
they're, like,
please remove
copyrighted.
the article?" It's like, they like it's not no legal. I don't think that there's anything like illegal about it. I don't think.
Nah, it's only illegal if you sign like a binding contract, like an NDA. I mean, you still won't go to jail for it, but they can like sue you or fine you for it. But if he didn't sign no NDA, then pretty much what they're saying, even if he says, "Oh, take it down," I asked him to take it down, he didn't take it down. It's like, well,
Yeah,
I didn't sign no NDA, so it's whatever.
yeah, and like it's the game is being dubbed Overdose as well, so people are theorizing this is the exclusive game that Kojima is working on along with Death Stranding for like Xbox. Like if this is the cloud-based game, and I have no idea. Like it's possible, or it's possible it's a multi-platform game, or it's possible that it's a PlayStation game. No one really knows. I guess that this game is probably the game that was probably going to be shown off at Summer Game Fest for Jeff Keighley.
Oh yeah, we're probably gonna say it. You already know. I love you, Jeff.
So I'm
no,
like,
they
it
did
sucks
that,
that I guess the surprise got ruined, that because a lot of people wanted Kojima to make a horror based game, so that's what I guess he's doing. But I don't know how I feel about it being cloud based if this is true. So
It depends. The only thing I would say, I hope for the artist that they get if he does decide to go horror is Junji Ito. I think that's, in my opinion, was my main driving point to get in Silent Hill for, when it was PT and all.
yeah,
Because Junji Ito does some very grotesque stuff,
agreed.
and like like even though you might be reading some of his books, it's like, okay, this doesn't feel scary. It's just the way he draws it creeps you out, and I think that brings the horror to it. So I really do hope it. I do remember in an interview, I think it was last year or a year before that, where he did say he was working on a project with Kojima. So hopefully this is the one. I hope so.
But you have no problem if it's like, because there is a camp that's like, oh, it should just be fully offline, oh, like cloud based. Because when someone tells me it's a cloud based game, what does that really truly mean? Does it just like have these social aspects to it, or something like that? Because I can't really tell people when they like ask me. I'm just like, because in my mindset, it's like cloud based is like streaming. That's what I like initially think, like xCloud and all this stuff, right?
I mean, you could also think about Crackdown. It uses
That's true too,
somewhat.
for multiplayer, right?
Like there are elements in the cloud in like certain games.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. Oh, that was such an interesting time. The cloud. The motherfuckers were hyping the cloud.
I did,
And then
I forgot about all that.
I think the problem is we just haven't
man.
we haven't seen too much of like the cloud in actual action when it comes to being in video games.
Yeah.
Like Crackdown was the only exception, but that's only because fucking Microsoft was pushing it.
Yeah, and if like a lot of people also don't realize that this cloud-based game was also, I think, supposed to go to Google Stadia originally.
What,
And then when
Overdose?
Yeah. Initially, right? Until they, canceled like all their games, and then he had to like shop it around. That's the rumor going around of shopping it around.
I'll say I'll be interested since it's horror.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we're not doing like we're not stacking packages going.
So you don't
off
care if it
UPS.
is. So you're in the camp that you don't care if it's cloud based though.
No. I'd be fine. I'd be fine with it. But yeah, like PT kind of changed the game, and like a lot of like
Horror like
games,
like
a lot of
indie
games try to
devs really
copy it.
try to copy it.
Yeah, so if he has something more new and innovative in the horror space, I'd love to see it.
True.
Honestly, I think Until Dawn was the most innovative game when it comes to horror. 'Cause at least it did something different, and it stood out amongst like the OGs.
In horror, it just reminded me of like the idea from like a Quantic Dream game in terms of like branching out in terms of narrative and just made it horror based. That's how I felt for Until Dawn. And probably how I'm gonna feel for the upcoming game, the Quarry.
I do have to say this. I do like the new direction horror games is going in,
True.
which is really good. It's go. I feel like, and not to get off topic, but I feel like a lot of these horror games that's coming in now, they're starting to go back to that old direction where you have the combat in them and stuff, which is nice.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of horror based games, like I feel like a lot of horror like fans have been like starving because like if we're gonna be honest, like I feel like there hasn't been a lot of horror games. And
Nah,
and it's been
not
like
AAA. No.
like Phasmophobia, I guess you could say, is one in terms of popularity, right, for the indie space. That's the only one I could think of. I know there's another that's like several like PT knockoffs, but they're
pretty much all of Bloober Team's games.
oh yeah, Bloober,
Bloober shit.
yeah,
Man.
like the rumor going around is they're also the ones doing the Silent Hill 2 remake. That's from Video Game Chronicles, which they're pretty reputable. So
No faith. No faith
Yeah.
in that game.
and there's a
It is.
Japanese studio doing a
No faith.
reboot, so no one knows in terms of that either who that studio is working on that. But like I said, when we go into State of Play, all I'm saying is horror fans are gonna eat like for several months. So
Yes, sir.
I definitely love to see it.
That's
Um,
if
not
it's
from-
good though.
I think it's
Oh,
gonna
no,
I think it's gonna be good from all the game, like which we'll go into. I definitely think so.
It's made by the same team.
But
It has to at least have some good qualities in terms of like combat and shit. You know.
we'll talk about
Hopefully.
it. So, other game like news you guys want to talk about before going to State of Play, because I feel like other than State of Play, which was huge, there hasn't been much like.
I guess some of the leaked. What do you call it?
Oh no, we can
leaks
talk about
of-
Sonic Frontier. I forgot that was.
Oh my
oh, yeah.
god.
So,
that,
bro, I won't lie. I was streaming on
No.
Twitch, and I didn't even know there was a live stream until like Rebellion like tweeted it out, and I was like, okay, cool. You know, I guess like I'll watch this live stream. Bro, that was a waste of my 15 minutes. I've never seen a live stream that bad, and it wasted my time as an individual. They were just talking about T-shirts, plushie dolls. They're like, yo, we got a prologue for the Sonic Frontier game. It's like a short film. Oh yeah, later, like it was literally 2 seconds. It was like, oh yeah, by the way, it's a teaser. It's like, bro, you should have told me that in the beginning, man. So,
Oh, is that why I saw the meme that it was with the meme with the guy that blinks, which is like,
oh yeah, and then
Yeah,
it's like
just- it's-
Roblox. Like, I was like, and then they show like a semi decent showing of the actual gameplay for like 4 or 5 seconds, and they're like, yeah, if you want to see more, just check out the IGN one. I was like, bro, you just showed like a decent one, and you're telling people to look at the worst one possible. So I was just like, make it make sense to me. I'm just confused at this point. And yeah, and when it was over,
the video from IGN wasn't that bad.
I think it was a little bit bad.
I
Co-
Man,
think.
that frame rate was chugging like a Nintendo Switch game, bro.
All right. Well, I'll give my opinion after you guys are done.
Well, after like the live stream, it was a waste of time. They talked about like the old Sonic games being remastered for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series S and X, and somehow coming to Steam and Epic. And I swear that these games are already on Steam and Epic, or well,
They are.
Steam. So I don't know what they mean by repackaging, but whatever. That's
They're probably
happening.
just being like ports. They probably want to get more money.
Yeah.
Well,
probably.
I don't know if you guys probably don't, or they're probably already done it. I do remember they listed the Sonic games
Oh.
for the new one that's coming out. So it's pretty much like you guys said, they're repackaging it. So it's like all of that is delisted from it.
Okay.
They don't know what the fuck to do. They're just repackaging and releasing the same shit.
So,
Sonic Team is they just don't know what to do anymore.
and then they showed
And-
like the Sonic Prime show, literally for
Nah.
like 2 seconds. I think it was 2 or 3 seconds.
I'm still looking on Steam, and
Yeah.
and all the Sonic games are still on here.
Oh,
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I'm sure. I don't know why they're repackaging it again.
They need money, bro. They just expect you to not realize that it's already theirs. To just I
Yeah.
don't fucking know, man.
maybe they're porting it. Maybe they're porting it to fucking Epic Game Store.
No, they said it's Epic, and they also put Steam as well. So it's just weird. I don't know.
Maybe they're gonna have like remasters that change a little bit of stuff like frame rate and other things, but like probably not gonna be a whole big difference.
Yeah.
But I guess we IGN first. Personally, I think companies need to stop doing the IGN first type of stuff. Like drip feeding, I think information like that is probably the worst way you want to convince a consumer to buy your product. That's what I've always believed in. And them drip feeding it is making the game also look really, really bad in comparison. And they choose like the worst player to play the game, which also makes it even worse. And what else? Like, yeah, like I said, that 5-second showing for the live stream looked way better than the 10-minute showing that they had for IGN. So I don't know. Like, could it be gameplay decent? Maybe. Open world, like I don't know. They need to show that game off like more, because right now I'm not buying the game because it doesn't interest me. Like open world, like if you do something, is there gonna be more obstacle, more ways to become faster and like have more things to do within the world, or is this the set thing and it's just gonna be empty? So that's what I want to know, but I got nothing else to really say about it.
Just an FYI, they did release a IGN combat gameplay video.
That's
Which
what I
one?
saw.
Yeah, the wasn't it like a week ago or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 days ago.
Yeah. Because I was talking the 5-second one, which looked way better than the IGN one. Not way better, but slightly better.
Yeah. So my opinions on this is, this is a fucking catastrophe, bro. This is literally the opposite of what a Sonic fan wants. This game is like, what the fuck what are they thinking? Like, this is literally the opposite of what any genuine Sonic fan would want. Literally, like, it's so bad. Like, okay. All right, so a couple things. So the speed of the game, it's very slow. You have like a little boost or whatnot, you're still like very slow in comparison to everything. There's a ton of popping. It's empty fields with random rails in the sky. Like, it just looks it looks unfinished. It looks very unfinished. What else? Like, what did I say? Like the combat, like I'm watching the combat video now, and like this combat video just looks like every other 3D combat for Sonic, basically, with like one new move where he's like teleporting in the sky to just do another homing dash eventually. So it's like, combat's not anything good, and then it's like they're adding an XP system and a skill tree for a Sonic game. What the fuck? Why? What are they doing? Like, if you're gonna do a game that's almost open world, linear, like open but linear still, like, make another Sonic Adventures game. What are you fucking doing? Why is this game fully open world? It looks extremely slow. It doesn't look like there's anything, like, there's no point of it being open world. It's pointless. You're just looking at far vistas. That's it. Like, with the similar combat, you're just homing attack, punch, punch, kick while in the air, homing attack. It's exactly the same. It just looks fucking terrible. It looks unfinished, terrible. They added in random puzzles in the, I don't know, what the fuck are they doing? Like, this is probably going to be on the level of Sonic 06 in terms of being broken as well. I can't imagine this game is not going to be broken. Yeah, this is going to be fucking terrible. This game's going to flop. It's going to be terrible. I don't know.
All right. Anybody else
Sonic
got
has
anything to
been
say,
the-
Sonic?
Sonic has been mid for like the past, I don't know what, 10 years. Hey man, wrap this shit up, bro. I don't know why Sega keeps bringing this blue little shit stain back constantly and don't never get it right. Hey man,
Bro, they need
wrap
to
this shit up, bro.
they need to
They
get rid
only
of that.
had success in the movies.
They,
Just
they,
create the movies, create the TV shows. Don't create no more games. Y'all fucked it up like how many years? 10 years, 12 years. I think after like Sonic Adventure 2, I ain't gonna lie. You know what? I'll give them
No, they
Sonic
had they had
Unleashed.
a they had a few games like Sonic Colors, Sonic
they had good games,
Rings.
but that team is washed. That idea is washed, bro. Get those creative leads the fuck up out of here, bro.
Yeah, man. It's
Get
time
those
for a
creative leads the
change.
fuck up out of there.
It's either that or shit, man. They
I,
just need to pack up Sonic, bro.
I feel like
That's all.
Sega as a whole, like the only thing that they bank on is Yakuza, as well as not even Mega
Persona.
Man. I can't even say Mega
Total
Man.
Total War.
I guess Total War and Atlas games.
That's literally it. Like Sonic Mania was a great game, but they were like reimaginings of the original games.
Those,
Like
I don't even think those were developed by Sega. Wasn't that like a fan made project at
no,
first?
no, it was fan made.
Mhm.
And then they added in like stages and stuff, but they most of the content is just a reimagining of like the original stuff. But like yeah, they've had good Sonic games before, but their 3D games have been shit for a long time. Like basically since Sonic Adventures 2, they have not had a good 3D game. Well, no. Oh no, I'm lying. I'm how do I explain this? Well, no. Actually, no. I'll take that back. Cuz like Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, not really. Was it 3D? I don't remember. Sonic Generations had a 3D portion. It was like half and half, 2D and 3D. I guess like the more like I don't know, where you're able to like walk around type of 3D Sonic has been trash. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know.
What
It's just
I, I think what you're saying is they should go back to Sonic Adventure 1. They had like a hub type world, and like depending on the area, you had that whole center stage instead of trying to make it a world. Because
yes.
that's what made Sonic. Instead of you being open world and like you can go anywhere, and it's like, yeah, sure, it's fun for a minute, but it's just like the whole point of you is just going fast. So it's like, yeah.
It like if you're gonna do something like that, make it at least linear. And open but linear because you're just ruining the fucking level design if it's just an open world. Like a good portion of the reason that people like Sonic games is the difficulty of trying to maneuver and mastering maneuvering versus the level design. So it's like this is an open fucking world. There's nothing to master. You're just running. That's it. It's like you run up a enemy and you run down the enemy. There's no like actual trouble. There's no obstacle. It's pointless.
Well, Sonic games have never been hard. Like they've always kind of been easy.
But it's always about like mastering the level itself and overcoming the obstacles within that level quickly.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean,
Well, but
I mean that was the case for the original games, but like ever since like Sonic Adventure, like after like all those other games, I'd say that kind of changed.
Mhm.
Because if you actually go back and play some of like the other like some of the spin-off games or the other like major releases for Sonic, they kind of just like changed over time to like the point where it wasn't even the original game.
yeah,
I'm trying to
I guess to
the-
an extent, yeah.
Yeah, like that Sonic Werewolf game, that was like a kind of like a beat 'em up more than it was really a Sonic game. Sonic Knights, Sonic I forgot that what's that one with the skateboarding racing game?
Sonic
Was it the
Riders.
Wii? Yeah, Riders too. That changed.
I mean,
So there's
that was riding racing game type shit. But
yeah, but like
Yeah.
like Sonic overall, like kind of hasn't like been that good like it used to be.
they're just I don't like they've seen success with the 2D stuff. Honestly, keep with the 2D stuff, bro. You're not Mario.
But then you kind of alienate like the 3D people, the 3D fans that like the Sonic Adventures, you know. So they're kind of stuck in the middle of like a rock and a hard place.
I can tell you one thing: no one asked for this, though. No one
I mean,
asked for open world Sonic.
Well, I would argue like there was no really any other way to take Sonic, so they kind of went with open world because like hell, like Nintendo did it with Breath of the Wild, so I think they kind of took inspiration from that to try to reboot Sonic.
I agree. It definitely gives me like vibes, like the open area and all that. Like try to like give it like the scenic like look, even though it looks very I don't know how to put it, like
mundane.
Yeah.
Somebody from Digital Foundry said it literally looks like they just copy and pasted Phantasy Star Online's 2's fucking area. The map, they just copy and pasted. It looks the same. I don't know.
I think the game just looks way too bland. Like, I think Sonic looks. I think Sonic himself looks out of place in that map that was shown off from IGN, from the combat trailer. Like, it just did not look like it fit. It looked like it was just. It would look like it was stuck in a demo phase.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like the pop in and like this, like
I think Sonic,
the random rails in the sky. It just breaks immersion. It just looks weird. Nothing makes sense.
I think it's time for Sega to put Sonic to bed for once. I think
they don't know what the fuck they're doing with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be done. Just put this shit.
You gotta take him out in the backyard and just
damn
put a cap in his ass.
Like shit, man. Wrap this shit up, bro. Nobody don't play no damn Sonic no more.
That's true.
I mean, I still go back to the games once in a while.
Dude,
I was a Sonic fan,
yeah.
but that was only because like I actually liked the characters and I actually liked the music most of all. That's what made Sonic for me.
Yeah, even the bad games would be having fire music.
Dude, I feel like the Persona games, in terms of popularity, have overtaken Sonic.
Yeah, no. Okay. The thing with Sonic though is he's kind of remained like an icon, like Spider-Man. He's kind of like one of those like.
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't mention that aspect in terms of movie. I'm just saying in terms of game sales and all that. That's what. I mean.
Yeah, in terms of game sales.
Yeah.
No, I think they can recover.
I don't know.
I think they can recover if Sonic like is made well again in terms of video games. If there can be a good enough video game, I think it's gonna sell like hotcakes.
Nuke the entire team. Just nuke it. Just nuke the entire team.
That or just, I don't know, distribute it to a different dev. I don't know. That's my only advice.
Buy an indie studio that specializes in platformers and just fucking take them and then nuke the other team. It's time to go. It's time to go.
All right. So besides that, anything else? In terms of before going to the state of play stuff.
I guess Returnal and Sackboy got.
Oh yeah, got the leaked. Yeah, I forgot.
The setting menus leak. Yeah.
I don't know if they're coming out this year though. I don't think they are.
Yeah.
I think they're coming out early next year. That's my thought process.
Yeah. Somebody said on Reddit, basically, Sackboy is supposed to be like the next game slated after the Uncharted collection.
Dude, no new update on that game. What was going on?
Well, I know that.
So I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think who's doing the PC port for that? It was the same. Yeah, I think they're having a rough time. That's apparently my thought process.
I thought that too. Apparently they have like a lot of stuff that they're working on. I don't know. I don't follow that team, but yeah, apparently they have a lot of stuff that they're working on. There was like maybe like 4 games I saw someone say. But yeah, that Reddit post guy, he basically was like, oh, it's basically done or something, and then he had and like a moderator in that Reddit basically confirmed, yeah, he sent me this, and it looks like that's basically true. So maybe that's, I don't know. Whenever the fuck Uncharted comes out, maybe that comes after.
Yeah, but wasn't the thought process it's coming out in July, or was that the assumption that was coming out in July, the Uncharted collection?
That was rumored.
Okay, I don't know if it will now. Like,
Yeah, no announcement, state of play.
so.
Awkward.
All right, so I guess that is it. You know, Sackboy. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not buying that game on PC. The game I don't think will do that well on PC. Return on the other hand.
Sackboy's actually pretty good, and people
Oh
love
yeah,
platformers.
but
Yeah,
I
I
don't
heard
know
it
if it'll
was
do good on PC though.
I think it will.
I think Returnal will just like I think that gravitates way more towards the PC crowd.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
I think
think
both the games will do well on PC. Honestly, like,
Yep.
they're both niche enough for PC crowds to enjoy.
it'll probably meet sales expectations
Yeah,
basically, but it's
like
not gonna do
put a
like
figure.
crazy well.
Like, what do you think, Bless? How much do you think it'll sell? Sackboy, not Returnal. I think Returnal will definitely hit over 1 million.
Sackboy like maybe like 350,
300K?
500K,
Yeah,
350 or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, Sackboy holds some weight. His games were popular back on PS3.
I agree, but I don't
But
think
that-
it like hypes up the PC crowd like that though.
I don't even think they released sales numbers for the new game. Honestly, I don't
think so
remember
either.
seeing them.
I guess yeah, we'll go into the state of play. Any thoughts, I guess, regarding Returnal or Sackboy going to PC?
Nope.
All right.
That's it.
Cool. All right, state of play. Overall, I'm gonna give my quick thoughts, and then we'll go to the games that were announced. Overall, this state of play is one of their best, if not the best, state of play that has happened. And we honestly, I can't remember a good state of play, so that's probably also why. That's like my thought process. I'm just like maybe back in like 2019, 2020, something like that. Like I don't know. Like
I thought
maybe
the
that
Ghost of
was
Tsushima, gameplay thing for state of play was pretty good.
no. See, okay, I guess misconstrue. So what I'm trying to say is like these types of state of plays, not the showcase of the gameplay.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
gotcha.
what I really mean.
Oh yeah.
It's just like the compilation of games. Because honestly, those type of state of plays, like in terms of game like deep dives, that's different. I don't even know why they call them state of plays, but it's way different aspect. It's just like a deep dive of the game, and then they just title a state of play. But like
Yeah.
regular state of plays like this, in terms
It's
of
the
being
best.
good, it's like
It's the best.
very like hard to find. But yeah, like it's really good. Before we go into the games, Bless, you said it's really good.
Yeah, it's the
and-
best that
okay.
they've done for
What-
sure.
Okay. What about
Like-
you, Callie Rex?
I honestly don't think it. I don't think it's that like it's the best, but I don't think it was the worst.
Wow.
I think it was like a 7 out of 10.
Wow.
Wow.
Me, I'm not gonna lie. I gave that thing a 9.5 out of 10.
So you-
Yeah,
you, see,
Bless.
you sir need higher standards.
Hi,
Hey,
Nani.
bro, I thought that shit was a 10 out of 10, man.
There we
They
go.
showed-
There it
Yes.
goes.
Listen, all the games they show
Mhm.
are games that I would play.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Like there was
Before-
only one game for me that I didn't care for, and we'll go into that one game. But first, I guess, Callie, I'm surprised you did. You were like 7 out of 10 because I thought the pacing was good. I thought the variation of games were good. I thought like the heavy hitters were there.
There wasn't enough for me.
Like
So-
what were you wanting from it?
Oh,
I
I
guess.
see. So-
I kind of wanted like big, like better and like bigger games, like and more gameplay to be shown off.
Mm-hmm.
Because like what we got, there wasn't enough gameplay really. It was
I felt
mostly,
like there was a
reveal-
good
reveal
combination
trailers.
of story along with the gameplay.
real critiques here. I see. So you're saying like Resident Evil 4, they didn't show enough gameplay. Well, I could see that.
I guess we would go into Resident Evil 4, right? Resident Evil 4 is what they
Well,
started off with. That,
For me, like
yeah.
Resident Evil is like, I'm not really that into Resident Evil, so that didn't really do it for me.
Oh, is that the reason? It's like the games that they show weren't like games that you're just interested in.
Yeah, I mean, like they show like a few VR games that I like the look of that I might follow just to like see
Okay.
like what the games are, and how they
Alright.
play.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
But other than that, like nothing really appealing to me.
Oh, okay. For me, there was just like a lot of appealing stuff. So we go with Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4, people thought like the italics looked like Last of Us, but then it was like, given the date 3/24, 24. This is where I'm just like, horror survival fans are feasting, and we'll go more into
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
I'll listen. I've said this multiple times, probably not on the podcast, within Discords. Reason why I'm super hyped for Resident Evil 4 remake is I'm like, people are gonna hate me for saying this. I did not actually like the original Resident Evil 4, like
Damn,
a lot of
really?
people did. Reason why was because for me, I felt it was very like campy and kind of like how do I describe it? It's like campy, but like it had its serious moments, but like the suplexing and all this other stuff was just over the top. Where I was just like, for me, it felt like that was the turning point for Resident Evil. That was the like, like how it's like going up,
Yeah.
and
Absolutely
then
it
it goes
was.
down.
It was
after.
absolutely the turning point because they just at that point they just expanded on what was in 4 and people
Made
were
it
like,
more
"What
silly."
the fuck are you
Yeah.
doing?" But it's like 4 is like, "Oh, it's so great," but then it's an expansion of what they did, and then it's like, "What are you doing?" It's funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's funny because like some people will absolutely stand for 4, but they like. I mean, sometimes they just won't admit that. Oh, it's not where it started, where the downfall came from. But it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, you looking at 5, it's just a continuation of 4, but just more. So it's like you can't really look at 5 as being the start. It's 4. It is what it is.
No, and what I got from this trailer, it's gonna be more horror based and survival based, and it just feels dark, like a very dark atmospheric game, and that's what I wanted from 4, which I didn't feel like I necessarily got it with the original game. And then when you go with the Reddit rumors and leaks, like it's gonna be more based on the proto version of what Resident Evil 4 was originally, where like Leon was hallucinating and stuff. Like, it definitely seems like they're gonna go there. I don't think you're gonna see suplexing in this game. I hope we don't, honestly. That's my personal opinion, or drop kicks from Leon. Like, and I definitely think they're not gonna do that in this game. And I got this theory, and I could be completely wrong, because everyone wants Code Veronica next. I don't think we're getting Code Veronica. I think that'll be like the last game that they do. I think with these remakes going how they're going, I think you're going to get a remake of 5. Will it be the same game? Probably not. And you're going to get a remake of 6. And what I mean by remake of 6 is not going to be anything the same of 6. Story-wise, nothing the same. Like, it is entirely a way different game than what it was.
I pray to God out of like them not sticking to remakes. I hope they do the most of not sticking to that shit. I hope it's a completely different game.
That's what I'm assuming.
Everybody's gonna look like, huh? What is this?
Because I feel like these remakes are creating, I don't want to say a new timeline, but like kinda is, right? It's kinda like a new separate timeline that will connect within 7, essentially, is what
I got some information.
what?
So for your first point, so Resident Evil 4, as you already know, when Resident Evil 4 first came out, the director, one of the writers, Shinji Mikami, he actually wrote out a blog post in February saying that he hoped that they changed the story. Because a lot of people don't know, Resident Evil 4's story was written in like 2 weeks. And like that's why it was more action oriented, because he was just like, well, if we just go for like a cheesy version with a little action, it really won't be that much of a difference or whatever. So that's what they decided to go with. That's why everybody's saying, well, this looks different. It's because they decided to revamp the story. For the other ones about the remakes, if I'm not sure if you guys played the other Resident Evils, and I tell this to everybody else, the other Resident Evils, you can honestly play Resident Evil 1 through, well, you can play Resident Evil 1 and skip straight to 4. You won't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Well, you'll know somewhat, but not all the time. But they did all of Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. All of their stories didn't feel connected. Majority of their stories felt like it was just like a one-off game, kind of like how the Witcher games was, where it didn't feel like Witcher 1, coincided with Witcher 2, and the same with 3. It's just like every one of them felt like they were their own game that had their own type of story. Whereas the remakes, they're taking everything from the remakes and they're making it into a more cohesive story. That's why you got more content out of Resident Evil 2 when they talked about with Leon, and they found out more information about the Spencer Mansion. Then Resident Evil 3, when they actually do mention Leon, or where he was at the time, during the record.
Yeah, you're going in with what was her name? Jill, and
Jill.
within the same police station, like where Leon was, like going through that area because it's like coinciding within the RE2 timeline and RE3. Like I remember that aspect for the remake.
Yeah, but they're just making everything cohesive, so that way everybody can understand. So pretty much now, if you just start Resident Evil 3, you're gonna be like, well, shit, what's happening in this police station? What's this important? Now you got to play Resident Evil 2. So just stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, and it seems like it is gonna. I don't want to say like new timeline, but kind of is semi.
Yeah, you can say it.
And it's just gonna be. So, are you in the being more cohesive, and 5 will have changes most likely. What do you think 6 though? Fundamentally, like everyone like universally hates 6. If they go with 6, do you like? And my thought process is there's no way you can really truly remake the game. It would just be a brand new game in its place. Is like the only thought unless you want to somehow salvage it with all those playable characters, but that I feel like that game lost its meaning for Resident Evil as a whole. So I feel like it just has to be a brand new story.
I did feel like 6 did lose its meaning in terms of horror aspect, but I also felt like 6 was a good conclusion to all of the characters, because you get to see how experience they got with dealing with zombies or these different varieties of monsters, and see how they grew up from like 1. You saw how Chris was just like this short whoopy guy. Now he's like this person who can punch boulders into lava. Then you got Leon, who was like this scared little like police guy. He was like, well, I got to protect the people. And now he's just like, yeah, I just fuck bitches on a weekend. you got
He
characters
becomes
like
a
that.
chat.
Yeah, you got characters that's like growing up. So even though I never really liked 6 for like its gameplay, I always thought that its story was good. They probably could salvage it. I would say they could skip like the whole co-op aspect, right?
Do you think they should keep Wesker's son in it, or you think they should just do without? Because I feel like that's the game that they introduced him, right?
Yeah, he was on. Yeah, he was on that. He was introduced.
Because I don't know if they mentioned him. I can't recall if they mentioned him in 5, or any like in terms of like documents or anything like that. I don't remember. I can't recall. Because all I remember was Troy Baker voiced him, and that was in 6, if I recall.
They probably might make it to like how the movies are, because I think if I recall correctly, they said this upcoming Netflix movie, they said Wesker is able to like mind transfer into somebody, which has always been like a running theory of Resident Evil. So who knows?
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
No, like I said, I know everyone wants Code Veronica. I just feel like that'll be the last, like the last of
They
it.
definitely skipped that shit.
So
they need to give me what I want.
Everyone wants like Dino Crisis from like I also wanted to mention that this is the same team that did RE2 remake, by the way.
Yep.
Good.
Because originally, if I recall correctly,
3 wasn't that good.
3 remake team was actually doing 4 for a little bit, like a tiny bit, and they just took it away from them. And then the
Good.
RE2 team came in.
2 is better. So
Yeah, I
Good
think it's
looks
like
on Capcom.
I think that team is like, is it Team M or whatever? It's like former Platinum devs. And I get slander. I have to always get them slander. I don't care for Platinum games.
Platinum Games is mid.
Facts.
I said what I said.
Bless doesn't
they
like that.
they have 2. No, you're not wrong.
Okay.
But I mean, they're mid. They just have some fantastic games, but most of their shit is mid to trash. So
I disagree with you guys.
About what? What, Platinum games?
But yeah, they're not mid. They're pretty decent devs.
Oh,
I
they're
mean,
not.
sure they have a few stinkers, but they also have some good hits.
Bro, listen, Callie.
He
You're
was like,
preaching
"No,
to
they're not."
somebody. I don't like Platinum games. The only one game I liked from them, was Nier Automata. I did not like Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I don't like their Legend of Korra game. I don't like their TMNT game. I don't
No one
like.
said the TMT
I don't
or
like their
Legend of Korra was
Bayonetta
good.
games. I don't like their Astral Chain game. I want my money back from Astral Chain Platinum games. You made me waste time and money on that game was garbage.
Oh man.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
I ain't gonna lie, though.
Callie.
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
just
That Metal Gear Revengeance was good though, in my opinion. It was good.
I
It
don't-
was it was crazy, but it was fucking.
My
fire. It was
issue
fun.
with Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is the story wasn't good, as well as the gameplay
No,
that
it
we
was crazy.
saw originally looked more, what do you call it, like intricate when they first showed off, because it was by Kojima's team originally. He wasn't even the director or doing anything with that game. That was his team doing it, and then they're just like, oh, we're just gonna offhand it to Platinum. Graphics just went down, and then like the intricacy when slicing up enemies was toned down a bit. So I was just very that's just me though. I understood why some people
Fire
liked
music.
MGS Rising Revengeance, but I don't.
Fire music.
That was a good
That
saving
music
point.
was
I did like
fire.
the music.
Yeah, for sure. That shit was fire. But yeah, overall they're yeah.
You guys
But-
need better taste in developers.
I'm sorry.
stop
Wait.
this. So
Listen.
you a
No,
So
player,
no.
you
man.
gonna
Stop
say the
this.
state of you gonna say the state of play is a 7 out of 10, and then say I
Wait, no.
I love
I'm
Platinum
gonna
games,
stop this
man.
whatsoever.
I'm joking.
Listen.
Come on now, dog.
Callie. Platinum Games can never lace up the boots from Capcom when Capcom made DMC5. Platinum Games can never get to that gameplay. Never.
I think they already were.
Bro. Cal, you're killing me, dog. You're killing me, dog.
You
There's
don't
no way.
agree with that,
okay.
bro.
DMC5
You know what?
had
You know
way
what?
better
You know what?
gameplay. There's
Because-
nothing that
because
touches
they're-
DMC5.
Okay, Platinum Games was actually the original team behind Okami.
Dude, I
Platinum
already
was
know
fucking
you're
amazing.
preaching to the choir. Bro, Platinum Games can never touch it. Never.
Yeah, they can.
Bro, they haven't. Bayonetta hasn't touched it.
Nier
Astral
Automata?
Chain, no.
Nier Automata?
No, not even near.
Nier's-
Stop this.
I liked Nier's gameplay a lot, but it's not touching DMC5. Nothing is touching DMC5's gameplay. Nothing. I'm
I
sorry.
played DMC5.
Nier-
I didn't really like it that much.
You're
What?
killing me, Kelly. You're
Oh,
killing
get
me,
the
bro.
fuck outta here.
I feel like
Okay,
walking
okay,
away
okay.
right now, Kelly. You
No,
killing me.
no. Okay,
I ain't gonna hear this man just
Okay,
say something.
let me
fucking-
explain why.
Okay,
Let me explain
all
why.
right,
Brother in
fine.
Christ.
Well, let me hear it.
Maybe it's because it was my first DMC game. Like I just didn't really get into the controls all that much. Because I don't know if it was just because I played it on PC and not with a controller. Like I just could not get into the controls.
Bro,
It just
I am
felt
telling
With a
you-
mouse and key?
yeah, bro, you gotta play it with a controller, bro. Like,
What you doing, though, bro? Why you
bro,
playing it
because
with a mouse and
DMC5,
keyboard?
like, look up compilations of how people are like setting up combos, especially in harder difficulties. Like, it is saying the amount of combos that you can reach in that game by switching fighting stances and different weapons. It's insane. Especially, it's not just one character you're playing as. You get to play as Dante, Nero, V, Virgil. Like, it's insane that their movesets are that different within each character. And it's like that intricate. And guess what? This combat director is also a combat director in a game in this state of play, which we'll be talking about. and this guy is too damn good. I am sorry, he is too damn good, and he's doing work, man. He is doing work.
But yeah,
That's
that
what I
was,
said.
that was
Near
kinda
over
crazy.
DMC. Out of all the bullshit I don't heard today, man. Oh God.
I still love Callie. He's my bro, but
Yeah.
that I just cannot agree.
Okay, maybe I'm just gonna be the one with the.
I feel
different
like you're the
opinion, you
contrarian
guys.
in this episode.
Nah, yeah, like all right. Yeah. In terms of combat, Nier is not touching that shit. I think Nier is overall the better game, but it's not touching that combat.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Uh oh.
Oh, now see this is why. See this is why.
Finally, someone I can respect
sometimes
in this
blessed.
podcast.
What?
Hey man, it is what it is, bro.
The disrespect on DMC. Get your games up, sir.
Man, leave my game taste alone.
But that was funny. So what else happened? They went into the VR. Saints and Sinners. They showed that supposedly.
They actually made a.
They made a chapter 2 for it. Personally, I'm not big into VR. I have an Oculus. I don't really use it. Honestly, Claire does.
You don't
I'm
even
gonna
use it
keep
for
on.
VR chat, you motherfucker.
I used it once, bro. The problem is, it's like, dude, it gives me motion sickness. I don't know why.
I've been using that. I've been using that thing for hours. Not gonna lie, I haven't got motion sickness once.
Bro, it's just me, bro. I feel weird, and I even tell people, like, when I was like did VR chat once, I'm like, yo, like I wasn't 2 hours in. I'm like, my head just feels weird, and I'm like, I'm about to like feel nauseous. I'm about to throw up, and I have to take it off. Which is weird because I'm fine on boats, I'm fine on planes, but VR's, I don't know, it's weird for me. But like, maybe the tech isn't there for me. I don't know. Or maybe it's just too blurry. I don't know. But that's how I feel. But Saints and Sinners, I guess, cool get for PSVR 2. Go through these, and then we'll give our overall thoughts. No Man's Sky on VR, cool.
Yeah.
And then there was a third game before, Horizon something Mountain, Call of the Mountain.
Call it on.
Like, that looks cool, I guess. Graphically, probably the best looking VR game out there. Oh, and then Resident Evil 8 VR, which has dual wielding, which is very interesting.
Out now, the Horizon shit, the no arms is always fucking weird, and it looks like that game. It doesn't look like you have free moving. You're not free moving. It looks like it's like a Universal Studios ride.
I feel like Resident Evil 8 is also with no arms too. Like, only the cutscenes have the arms, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Oh man. So there's none in gameplay?
No.
Oh shit,
from what
I
can
didn't
tell.
see it. But
I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure
Wait,
that's what
for
I
the
recall.
Horizon Forbidden West, the VR game.
That has no arms, yes.
No,
no,
it's
yeah.
Horizon Call of the Mountain.
Yeah, Call of the Mountain.
I have. Man, they should have just called it for Forbidden West just to go with the fucking new game.
I don't know. I mean, I don't disagree, but that's what they're calling it.
I'll say
what do you think, Bless, in terms of, I guess, those game, and I think they're decent game announcements for PSVR 2.
yeah, I heard people love that Walking Dead game, so that's a great announcement. And then No Man's Sky and shit is cool, and Resident Evil 8, that's gonna be great in VR, especially because like you saw that shit in terms of like the granular movement where you could like throw the gun in your hand and like catch it.
Yeah, catch it
like,
with like the ammo, like
catch it, and catch it like with the other hand. It looks like the Boneworks game on PC where it's like it's very granular. You could do like what you want in terms of like handling stuff.
People
and shit.
were like wondering why didn't they announce this earlier? Like, the tech wasn't there yet.
Yeah, probably working
like
on that shit.
PSVR 1, I don't think PSVR 1 could have handled Resident Evil 5 or 8. Why I say 5? Resident Evil 8. PSVR 1, I just don't think was powerful enough to really display that game correctly.
Yeah, and also dual wielding.
Not dual wielding, looks like it. Not even in the original game.
Fire. Not even in. You can't even do that shit. That shit looks fire. That is impressive. But yeah, the Horizon game. It's the only game that actually I'm like about, because it looks like it's not like free movement. Free
Mhm.
movement. Like it's just you're on a track or some
To
shit.
me, it
so-
reminds me of like the Vader VR game, like climbing wise, and all that jazz. I'm assuming moving wise too.
I actually played Vader Immortal, and that combat is fucking fun.
Oh yeah, it is. That game also had motion sickness for a bit,
What game did it give you motion sickness?
bro. I don't know, man. I think golf. I think that game didn't give me motion sickness.
Man said golf, brother.
Golf and VR, but like overall, I think that was a good, VR like segment. What do you guys think? I mean, are you personally gonna get a VR too? I think the smart thing for PlayStation to do is have PlayStation VR 2 compatible with PC. I think that would be like a smart thing for them to do.
I was talking to that about that shit earlier with some friends. Bro, if they were to come out with PC VR 2 and if they price it say like 300 or 400, bro, it's a wrap on PC. Like seriously, especially when Moore's Law dead, he's been talking about how they have so much specs in the PC VR 2 that it actually outshines the index, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on what Sony does, oh man, I'd definitely be buying that day one. They make that compatible with PC, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Oculus who? Index who?
Yeah, the thing is with the Oculus, it's already way popular than the PlayStation VR became.
But yes and no. The reason why I say I agree more popular, but in terms of tech wise, it's better than the Oculus.
I mean, not necessarily, because if you actually see why people are buying, or the gamers that are actually buying the Oculus Quest 2, they're actually using the cords to actually plug into PC and play PC VR games because it's cheaper.
I know, but I'm saying in terms of features, for the VR 2, like an OLED screen, eye tracking, movement, all this type of stuff, it will be a better experience than the Oculus.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's getting a Quest. Let's keep it about. The only reason I got a Quest.
The Quest 2 has the price.
No, I don't disagree with that. But the only reason why I got a Quest 2 was because my literally Blaze said, Red Hood, go get this because we're gonna play the. Bro, I'm not touching my Oculus anymore. To me, it felt blurry at points. And granted, it is cheap, but I'd rather have a better VR experience than a cheap VR experience. That is me, though. I'm not a casual consumer. But that's how I feel. Plus, Oculus does make me get motion sickness for whatever reason.
Fair enough.
So that's a get, I think. And then, boy, I want to talk about this next announcement because Blaze, it's like a second part story to this, right? So, because I don't know why people chimed in, but they did, and it exposed quite a bit of people. So, a fan favorite coming to PC, very much made sense in terms of Sony's forecasts or projections for the end of the year in terms of what they're getting out of PC sales. It's supposed to be 300 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense now. Nvidia tweeted, what game are you looking forward to on PC or whatever? And people are like, that's weird. And people are like, because it's some third-party games are going to be there. No, Nixxus's first PC port was announced, and it's the Spider-Man game, as well as Miles Morales, which will hit later in fall. Don't know, probably October, I'm assuming. Mm. But yeah, Spider-Man PC looked great trailer-wise, and coming out August 12th, I am definitely copping. I like Insomniac, and Nixxus is a great get for PlayStation, and this is their first game, and I definitely have faith in that. And this will probably be the best-selling PlayStation game on PC by far.
And the best port.
It's not even going to be close. It's going to be the best-selling game ever.
Yeah, it's going to outshine. It's going to outshine everything.
Even the future releases, too.
And like I said, if Sony was smart, or PlayStation was smart, beef up that Nexus, so they're able to handle more ports. PC ports or for them to develop it, because they should.
Oh,
I
fuck.
think.
Yeah, I hope Digital Foundry is talking about that shit. I hope that they add more like ray tracing effects too as well.
True.
Expand on ray trace reflections, and they could like add ambient occlusion or sun shadows, or just add more shit.
True.
Make it look even better.
And anybody got anything else to add? Because I got to do a second part story for Blaze, because it's people
It's
are
about his
just dumb.
PS4. That was.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about it. But anybody else got anything? Because people are coming at him actually.
Make sure you buy the game, Bliss.
Yes.
I'm buying it as long as it is priced correctly.
What if it's
here we go,
$50, bro? What if it's 50?
It's gonna be $50.
Come on, bro. God of War was
What if
50.
it's 70, bro?
Oh, I doubt it. I doubt it'll be 70, bro.
If it's
But
if it's 50, I
it's-
might get it on the. I'll probably see if I can get it on a key site.
See, look
Bro.
at this man, bro.
I'm
This
buying
is
it for
bullshit.
50
That's
just.
still supporting the game, bro.
Bro,
If you buy it from a site, you're not directly supporting the developer, sir.
Bro, it's already a purchased key, bro.
You know what?
Especially if
You
you
know
get
what?
it from CD Keys, bro. Like, come
You know
on.
what? I'm actually on the pirating
CD
trend.
Keys is CD Keys
of
is
course
actually
you are, Kelly.
CD Keys is actually legit. They made sure that they're legit now.
Yeah, they did say it. I think that's what they. Before they used to be like a really gray market or whatever.
There was no maybe gray. It was it was completely gray.
Yeah,
It was completely.
You actually had the possibility of losing access to the game to someone else.
that is true. At points.
So, yeah, CD Keys they're on the right path. All right, so chill. It's tried
But
and
yeah,
true.
they're in the right path. But you ain't getting those cheap ones like they used to have back in the
Oh
day.
yeah. Not them crazy ones, but
Because I remember back then when it was like new games, it would be like half off. But,
he just fucking rolled the dice.
yes, sir.
Funny as fuck.
Okay, so Blaze, he made a bet. He had to saw his PS4 Pro. He did it, and I'm proud of him for honoring a bet. But a lot of people came out of the woodwork. Pyro, Tony Polanco, literally saying he was doing it for clout, this and that. And I was just like in my head, I was like, bro, like he just honored a bet. What are you talking about? And then like people like I told these people, they don't even like say I apologize, this or that. Man, I shouldn't have said anything. This and like, I'm just like, yo, like if you know Blaze, like the first video, right, was like literally he had his PS4 Pro and the Spider-Man going to PC, and literally satire. And you literally see on the PS4 Pro reflection of his PC games on his monitor, like literally on Steam or whatever, right? And people don't, I guess, get that. And they're saying,
No.
oh, this man's a big PlayStation fanboy. He can't get over the PC port of Spider-Man, this and that. Go cry. We're going to get more years. So it's like, bro, he doesn't care. He does it. It's literally satire. Like, no one knows the definition of satire anymore. I feel
No.
like that's the case now.
No.
And it's just dumb. And I was just like, wow. And then seeing those people, Pyro and Tony Polanco, like saying this, I'm just like, you guys are just can't read the room essentially. And
They neutral gamers.
Yeah, they're neutral gamers.
and- no, but Tony, like
He's
he
like-
says, Tony Polanco's like this guy who's just like he says that this dude's doing it for clout, but he's also the same type of person who announced he canceled his Game Pass. It's like, bro, it's like, come on now.
Exactly. I
I
mean,
be
like,
saying,
what the fuck?
oh no, you can go ahead and bless my bad.
No, it's just like, it's just silly. Like, you can say, oh, I canceled my Game Pass, announce that shit, but like Blaze doing this shit, and it's not even out of malice. You could tell, like, he's just chill. He's like, oh, he's goofing off.
No.
He's literally goofing off. He's like, nah, fuck you, Sony. I fucking hate you. He's chilling. Like, people just can't fucking see satire. They
Mhm.
just don't. They just don't see it.
No.
They used to be saying, man, I can't stand console wars. And then they be the main ones that be retweeting the people who just started it. Like,
Mhm.
bro, I never understood that. I always thought that they should just ignore the crap if it annoys them so much. But we all know they do it for clout. They do it for attention. Like, oh man, nobody ain't gonna care about my tech takes or my gaming takes. Oh, but they'll definitely care about this console war takes because that's what drives it.
Yeah, true. What about you, Callie?
I honestly think it was a bit too far for people. I mean, it was just a funny video that Blaze decided to make.
Yeah, and he was honoring a bet.
Yeah, I mean, he can't really do anything about that.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
his last.
if he backs out of it, then
Then you're not a man of your word.
Yep.
The last bet he did, the last one that revolved around a game going to PC, he kind of didn't honor it correctly.
Yeah,
Because
but
he was like, "Oh, He said he's gonna cut his God of War console in half
yeah.
with the axe, and he just got like a toy, the toy frost axe, and like it's not even cutting in half. You still lied, bro. That shit not cut in half.
Yeah.
You fucking cabber." But
I heard there was some
you love to see it with this shit.
circumstances though for God of War, if I recall correctly. I don't know if it was true or not, but I'm pretty sure there was. The Spider-Man he had no problem with because of it didn't have any like meaning to him. So
oh, yeah, it's just red with a Spider-Man logo.
well, no,
But
no, it wasn't because of a
I won't lie,
design.
when I saw that, I was like, God damn it, I could have paid for that shit. I think that Red Spider-Man PS4 was probably the best one, the best looking PS4, or at least custom one.
Nah, I think it was MGS5.
Really? Nah.
I think it was MGS5.
Yeah, MGS5 one was cool.
I think the
I'm
best.
just a- I'm just a
actually
sucker
no.
for Red.
Actually no.
I'm a sucker for
I think
Red.
the best ones. That was in the United States, of course, but in Japan it was like Persona and all that, and like Monster Hunter and Kingdom Hearts. Like those designs never made it to America for whatever reason.
The Kingdom Hearts one did.
Did it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was just very limited.
Okay. Yeah, Persona didn't for whatever reason, and Monster Hunter, which was sad.
There was also that clear PS4 that they did for the anniversary.
Oh yeah, I forgot what anniversary, but I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, but like we can conclude. I'm hyped for it. Can't wait. Mods are gonna go crazy. Black Cat is gonna see some wild mods. I'm not gonna lie. So people expect that.
I think there are already people teasing mods that they want to make for her.
Yeah, I'm not shocked by that one bit. So after that, right, Stray, coming for free for PS Plus Premium and Extra users, and yeah, the leak date was true, right? That it was July, whatever that date was, and I'm gonna get it. There's not many games coming out, therefore I'm getting it on PC, right? So I got no issues with it. It looks cool. I saw a lot of streamers not really understand that trailer, and when it like at the end, like the cat is like coming to sit down and lick, it said not actual gameplay, and some streamers took it literal that the whole gameplay was not actual gameplay. It's like, no, the cat coming to sit down with the title that's saying not actual gameplay, like that scene right there. Everything else was actual gameplay. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's whatever. Like, I was like, people were like misunderstanding that. But like, I think it's cool. Like, I don't know what the price is for the game. I'm hoping it's $40.
No idea.
Like, it should be on Steam right now, right? Yeah.
Uh,
oh
it
no,
doesn't
it's
ha-
$26.99. I'm happy.
Oh, it's on sale then because it's probably 30.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah.
10% off right now. $26.99.
You can find it. Well, obviously you can find it cheaper, but all right.
That's
Yeah,
about
I'm
it.
gonna
It's
I'm
on
gonna pick
Steam,
that up.
Wes.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Buy
No, I'm
that
gonna
shit
buy it on.
Steam, Wes.
Why would I do that?
Because it's buy that shit on Steam, sir.
I don't know why you want me to spend more money when I don't have to. That doesn't make any sense for me. Why would I spend more money?
Just in case if you have that issue with forgot what
When
game
someone
you have
claims
played.
the other one, it's like, hey, this is my actual
Bruh,
code.
that
You
has
wanna know?
never
You know
happened
what's
to me,
crazy?
sir. Leave me
Look,
alone.
look. Bless has bought a game from a shady website. Then he found out that the game was having issues. Then he's like, "Man, I can't return it." Oh, Battlefield 2042. Yes, sir. That's the goddamn game. Your ass can't get no damn refund. Then we have to hear your ass complain about
Oh,
for a whole like few months, bro.
oh,
Stop this.
absolutely. Because I think I have more than 2 hours in that game. So if I would have fucking bought it on Steam, I still would have been fucked even for more money. Fuck that shit.
You could at least still return it in the final
Not if it's
window.
well after they said that they would honor more than 2 hours, but that's a rare case. That game was so bad that they said, "Oh, we're gonna honor more than 2 hour returns." Not every
Bro,
game
that
is
game
like
was
that, bro.
broken.
If I spend more 2 hours in the game, I'm fucked anyway.
Bro, there's Anthem did that. Cyberpunk did that.
I
I'm
bought that
just
shit on
saying.
console when I was only on console.
What? Oh, this nigga.
Anthem. I mean, I bought Cyberpunk and I loved it, so I don't have a problem with that shit. So leave me alone.
Oh God.
Hey, bro.
Yes,
All I
yeah, I
can say
said
to
it.
y'all, don't take no advice from
Not
Bless.
apologist.
Don't take no advice from Bless.
Damn.
Man, shut up. We saving money over here, all right?
Right. So, are you guys think it's a good showing for Stray?
Yeah, I liked
Yeah.
it. It was cool.
That thing is gonna look fire on my OLED.
Yes, sir.
With an OLED, everything looks fire.
Cute kitty.
Not everything.
Yeah, there are certain games that are just
Everything.
ugly,
Not
and it's just
everything.
like it's super prominent on an OLED, and you're like, yo, this does look really ugly.
Look, I'm
Yes.
telling you right now, I play in Lost Odyssey. I played it on my OLED. When I tell you that shit does not upscale it right, it does not. Especially Switch games. Oh my god. Not everything looks good on the OLED. Trust me.
That's true.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. On a 65 inch, and you got the Switch game like docked,
Yep.
bro.
Oh my god. Then you might as well like take some piece of shit and smear it on your damn eye like glasses, bro. That literally how it looks on the OLED.
What?
I'm telling you.
That is so
Jesus Christ.
true.
Well done.
So after Stray, the big one of the big ones came out, the Callisto Protocol.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
That
Sir.
game, my gosh, that
Beautiful.
looked, in terms of graphics, insane. I think that's the first game for this year that's current gen, not including like last year, but this year it's current gen only. And I'm shocked that they went that route, and I'm shocked that they went December, was it 2nd? And
It was like second or fourth or something.
I think it's
I
the
think it was-
second.
Yeah, I think it is the second. Yeah.
And that's literally on the heels of Dead Space 1 remake. So
I
they're
think
definitely,
they're trying to get it out.
yeah, I don't know if they're trying to beat them out or try to make a statement. Like, listen, I'm buying all three.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna eat. Like, you got that game, then you got Dead Space 1 remake, and then you got Resident Evil 4 remake. So for me, I am eating quite well for those months. And like, it's crazy. Like you saw that robot, freaking, like, I don't know, it's like a warden robot, I guess, just straight up like shot the dude's face off and then shot the other dude's face off. And I was like, what the frick, man? This is hella like gory as hell. And it's like, and seeing like the graphics wise, it just looks great. Like the sweat coming off, like the person's face model. It's just like, wow. Like, to me, it brings real like Dead Space vibes, and I love it. Like the atmosphere, the sound, the creatures' noises, it's crazy. And to me, like, I love how they called it the Dead Moon, right? And it's like reminds me of like Dead Space. I would assume 3. I don't know if 2 they mentioned the moons, like for the
It was
necromorphs.
2.
Okay, 2, and then 3 you actually see the moons and stuff like that. So like the Dead Moon, that's like cool reference, and they're talking about rebirth, and that reminds me of like what the unitologists, in terms of their thought process of being rebirthed as like a necromorph and stuff. Like, that to me is crazy, and it gave me like really good vibes. Of course, creator of Dead Space is doing this project, And originally, this game was supposed to be in the PUBG universe, and then they backtracked. And I'm fine.
That-
I'm
that-
glad.
That shit was gonna be irrelevant information anyway.
Mhm.
That wouldn't have changed anything about the game.
Yeah.
That would be
Honestly-
like random text files you'll see. Literally nothing. That would be literally no important part of the game at all. Like,
I honestly think they
That
did
shit was
that just
funny.
to boost it up a bit because I never understood. I'm like, damn, PUBG has lore. I didn't know that until they said that.
no,
I didn't know I had
that
fucking
shit
lore.
does not. That shit does not. It's
No.
a battle royale where niggas just wear fucking a dress and have an AK and they shoot. Like that's it. There's no fucking lore.
Yeah, I don't know why they were trying to connect the two. Like, I know PUBG is publishing the game, right?
Publisher Crafton. So I
Yeah,
guess
which
so.
is like the owners of PUBG or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
similar. I think it's like they call it PUBG, but Krafton's like the real name for it or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's gonna be a great heavy hitter, and it looks like very much everyone's excited for the game. Unless
Yeah,
Callie's not
I'm
excited for it.
Oh, man.
That game
I
looks
didn't say I was
great.
excited for
excited. I thought
Cali.
that
No,
game
no, no.
actually
Let me
was
hear
pretty
it.
good.
Let me hear it. Are you
I
excited
thought
for
that
this
game
game,
looked pretty
Cal?
good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm shocked because you
Oh,
said
okay.
you said a lot of the games you weren't feeling.
Now you're trying to act right. All right. All right.
Oh yeah,
I'm not acting. I actually thought that game.
All right, that's
looked pretty
good. That's
nice.
good. That's good.
man was catching for Platinum Games.
But
Respect my opinion.
No,
sir.
I do respect. I respect.
I
it.
will respect you. The only people I don't respect in here is Bless.
Damn.
Man, fuck you.
But no, Callie, what do you like? I guess about the trailer. What stuck out to you?
I don't know. I guess the visual atmosphere from the trailer. It actually looked pretty nice.
Mhm.
Like I think, like I still want to see more. Like I want to see more. Like I want to see the gameplay from it. You know.
No, true. I mean, we did see some
Yeah.
of him shooting and bashing one of them with was it a pipe or something? I think. I
Mhm.
don't remember.
Yeah.
But like they showed like snippets of it. I think it's supposed to be more shown at Summer Game Fest, if I recall.
That shit
Yeah,
looks
they
so
said they are.
clean, man. It looks so good, and it's like it's on a Unreal Engine, and you can't even tell. That shit looks like so clean.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna talk about the ray tracing, Bless?
Wait, what? It has ray tracing?
Yeah, they confirmed they had ray tracing in it for a minute.
Oh shit, I didn't know.
Well,
What?
it's in. I forgot it. They didn't talk about it in the news articles, but it's in. I have the Game Informer, and they actually do talk about it a lot, about gameplay and stuff. So pretty much, you would think Callisto Protocol is pretty much going to be playing just like Dead Space. At least that's what I got from the Game Informer magazine. It's pretty interesting. If you guys want to take a read, I'll probably post it later in the Discord.
Yeah.
That is fantastic news. Wait, what kind of ray tracing is it? Like what
I
type?
don't know. I don't know what type of ray tracing you mean, sir. I just see ray tracing. I'm like, oh, ray tracing. I don't know the types.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
All right, cool.
It's fire though.
So after that was Roller Dome, I think it was. Yeah, Roller Dome. So that's by Private Division 2K, of course. I'm not gonna lie. Looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, it
looked
looked interesting. It looked interesting. I think that's the team that made the
Ollie
Ollie 2K,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Or Ollie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, them going from that to this, I see what they're trying to do. I'm trying to keep it in the extreme sports category. It looks cool.
Yep.
Got guns and shit.
All it do. Those are actually pretty good games. If nobody hasn't tried them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I tried one on PS Plus for like a minute, but I don't know. I forgot what I was doing at that time. I just like
Fire games.
Now,
yeah, it was cool.
Callie, what do you think about that game? Roller
Which game
Dome.
was it?
Roller Dome.
Roller Dome?
Yeah.
I wasn't really that interested in it.
Damn.
God damn it.
So the next game, amazing game. It's called a title that is probably one of the worst title names I ever heard in my whole entire life. But the game looked good to me. Eternites. and supposedly this dude, the developer for it, quit his job because he was inspired by Persona 5 and created this game.
A whole fucking a weeb dating sim.
Dude, it's a action
Dungeon crawler.
action
whatever
meets
the fuck.
dating sim. I said when I
Bruh.
watched it, I was like, "Hey man, time to weeb out." And today's a right day to weeb out here. This game,
Fucking bugging, bro.
I'm absolutely buying. No cap. I don't care what people say. I will press
You're an ultra
R2 to hold hands. I don't care. Like,
This game is definitely for the people who gets no bitches and stuff.
Yes. No bitches,
Oh,
no
man.
paper.
No bitches and
No paper.
Damn.
R2 to hold hands, bro. Oh my
Ew.
Listen, the most
You're
unrealistic.
bugging with that
Listen,
shit, bro.
listen. The most unrealistic aspect of that trailer was when that dude had a tentacle arm, and then the girl was just like, "Ew." And I was like, "Wait, I feel like animes they don't say ew to stuff like this." That pulled me out of the immersion. Not gonna lie.
Will that pull you out of the version?
That definitely pulled
brother.
me out of the immersion.
Bro, what is going on with you, my brother in Christ? You what?
Listen, bro.
I think Red needs some Jesus in his life.
Jesus, same man.
Bro,
You need more than Jesus.
Motherfucker, you need to repent.
Listen, man. This
to
game is
repent.
getting copped. I don't care. I'm streaming it on Twitch. It is happening.
Brother.
I'm
feel
gonna be the
bad for
first one in your
Twitch
stream to be like, no bitches.
No, dude, you know what? I'm gonna put it on the top right part of my stream. No cap.
Bro,
That's
honestly,
what I'm gonna do.
I don't know. I was like looking at this, but I was also like reading like Twitter and like still watching the backlash of Spider-Man. I was like, man, what the fuck is this? It's like some weeb shit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care to get that shit. It looks, I don't know, doesn't look that appealing to me. But
Damn.
yeah, I like all the aspects of Persona, not just the dating sim aspect, I guess.
A lot of people like it just for that aspect.
Yeah, I mean, just put 150 hours in just to date some hoes, bro. You know. He's like,
Yo.
what the hell?
It does look interesting. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, just got a shitty name though.
Yeah, the name's not appealing.
A lot of names have been shitty as of late.
Not
All
this
the
state
good
of
one-
play. Not this state of play, good sir.
Almost all the good ones are taken, bro. It's hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
it
hard
is.
out here.
Like I know someone made a comment though in terms of like devs are running out of like names at this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because majority of the names get trademarked.
That is true. You're right.
Unless you're like an indie game and like they forget to trademark or don't want to pay money for it. It's like, scoop, we stealing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget about It Takes Two.
Oh yeah. Right.
Oh yeah, they almost got
Take Two trademarked
got.
their name.
They
Yep.
almost got. That was cursed. Fuck Rockstar. Or not Rockstar.
No, it's Take Two.
Takes Two.
So the next game that was shown was Street Fighter 6, and one of the big things fans were happy about is that they changed the logo for the 6. People,
Default.
People
a
clapped.
default logo.
So but no, like looks like it's having a hub world. I think it's like having like different like things. Like if you like pause it, like looks like there's kind of a menu in there or whatever. But story mode, I'm assuming you could just like walk around, right, doing stuff, and then having your battles in 2D. Gameplay wise, I'm not a big fighter guy. Like I've played some fighters, but I'm not an expert on fighters. But like gameplay wise, it looked good to me in terms of fighting wise. Like you saw Chun-Li and all them, so it's like
I know Chun-Li looked good. That's all I know.
Like it looks like it's
Yeah.
a passing of the mantle, so to speak. I'll keep it bug. I don't like the passing of the mantle. I feel like it's overdone to like the point of exhaustion. I feel like it's overdone in anime and comics. So, but like gameplay wise, looks really good. Maximilian dude was very hyped about it. I saw his video on it. So, yeah, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6.
I am excited for it. I did see some people complaining because I think it was that they shortened down like the combo window.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much, from what I gathered, at least from like the FGC community, is that they're making it somewhat towards like Fighter Z, where it's like even a casual person can pick it up, and you don't have to be like this hardcore Street Fighter person that spends like 12 hours a day not going to a job and just spends all day on Street Fighter.
That's called no lifing, sir.
It is, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I always wanted to get in fighter games, but I did.
They're
I am one of the
fucking
people that
try
did,
hards.
yeah, and I did not want to dedicate like a full training. Like, bro, if I wanted to do training, I might as well be trying out for the NFL at that point. Like, god damn, I'm just saying.
I thought they made Street Fighter 5 casual as fuck, and that's why people
No, they
They didn't.
definitely
No,
did
they
not
didn't like because of like the roster was very small and they like left stuff out.
and it had some bad latency issues in the beginning as well. And remember, it was also like
There's also a fucking bunch of
microtransactions.
quitters too, who if they were on the losing end, they would just quit, so you couldn't earn the points.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean like the at least the fighting game community, they're like, yo, this game, I don't know, like recently, like, or I guess like the last couple of years, they just talk about it's like, oh, this game like sucks, or like a fucking, you see like established players just like drowning in pools because the game is like fucking casual friendly, or people just spamming. I don't know. They just say that the game sucks. And it's like just like pro players that are experienced shouldn't be drowning in pools over like whack players that just, I don't know, play a broken character that's easy to play or some shit. That's what I was getting at. But yeah.
Okay, so that's cool. And then honestly, Capcom just went in for that like state of play. The last two games before we get into the meal, the mean potatoes of why I was so hyped. You got Tunic coming to PlayStation. I didn't get to play. I heard a lot of people love it. It's like literally a Fox, like literally like people call it Fox Link.
Yeah.
It's just
That's what it
Legend of
looks
Zelda.
like.
It's like
That
Legend
game-
of Zelda, basically.
Yeah, that game is great. Just like, I guess just like Zelda, and like you're gonna be fucking lost into what to do, or just game facts up at
Yep.
certain points. So yeah,
Yeah, so
definitely game facts up on that game.
Yep.
Got confusing.
So a good get, finally for PlayStation to get it. Then we had Season. This is the only game I just didn't care for. Wasn't really interested in it. It was like very like
Fig-
I don't know, I guess story oriented.
I forget which game that was.
It was like the different seasons and like I don't know, bro.
That shit is deleted from my mind.
Like that's like
that
I
shit
know
don't
like
matter, I guess.
like I get it, like people like that, like there's certain people that like that game, like, but for me that's like the only game I just didn't care for. So anybody got anything to say on Season? That's what I
Damn.
thought.
No one else even
That's what
remember
I
that
thought.
shit either.
That's what I
No.
thought.
I mean, I remember it was like what, a black or Indian person that was riding on the bike, and that's it. And I'm like, okay, what else is this? I mean, it seemed like a vibe game, but it seemed like something I definitely would have bought.
Yep, same.
Oh, this was deleted from memory. This shit was.
This was
This shit. You ever see the? You ever see the Xbox Series X message or the Series S message where it says out of memory? That shit was out of memory. The game crashed.
Yeah.
my brain crashed. This shit was irrelevant. I don't know shit about this.
I'm assuming you're in
Yeah.
the same boat, Callan.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, the last game, and then after that we go summer game, showcase predictions and wrap it up. The best game, along with Callisto Protocol, was when we saw Yoshi P. Literally, I was streaming this, bro. I just started going crazy. I was like, "This is the man to lead Square to the promised land." I was like, Yoshi P. Final Fantasy 16, let's go.
Final Fantasy simp.
Bro,
P.
no. Don't.
P.
This man literally just called me. Bro, I did not like Final Fantasy 15. I don't like Final Fantasy 13. There's a lot of Final Fantasy games I don't like. But Yoshi P makes good games. And that's all I go for. Man knows what to do.
The Go P.
Yes.
Yes,
And once
sir.
we saw that trailer, you saw, like, you can go back to the original trailer. Like, the only complaints I really had with the original trailer was, like, the game, like, the graphics, like, don't look that good. And then here, the graphics look good. Like, visibly, it looks like very much improvements. And once we got into the combat, I'm like, yes. Because I knew the combat director from DMC5 was working on this game. And I was like, gosh dang, this gameplay looks good. When I was seeing those combos, moves, and switching of the icons to different abilities in terms of, like, using different combat strats, I was like, wow. And then having stagger on top of that, I was like, this just looks too good. And then having some summon battles, that looks just pure
Hell
epicness. I was like,
sir.
wow. And then
It's
you
like
got,
that
like,
Godzilla game.
you saw blood in this too? Like, I was like, this is the first rated M Final Fantasy game in the mainline series, of course. Type
Yes,
0
sir.
is a spinoff. So that's not what I count. First mainline game. The Final Fantasy community was just like, oh man, Clive is clapping cheeks, I see. I was like, oh boy, here we go. Because you see them. And I believe that's the Garuda dominant person, her character. Because she controls Garuda. And it's very interesting in terms of the trailer. They also kind of like talk about in terms of story that there's these peoples that can control the icons in terms of being called dominant. Because you see one of the guys, he has like the Titan ability. He can control the summon of the Titan. But he was also in human form too with the Titan like look. So it looks like we get to fight people like that as well, which looks cool. But they also said like it can change you fundamentally though. So, and I believe Clive is the dominant of the icon Ifrit. That's a theory going around, which if you get the Final Fantasy 16 t-shirt, you can see Ifrit behind Clive. So that looks like that's going to be the case. So
is there an explanation to those fucking
what, the icons or the summons?
the summons? Yeah, those are just like special moves because that shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's like so it's like way different in terms of like within each Final Fantasy lore. Like even 14, like the icons or the primals, like they got different names. Like there are these beings that like you can just pray to, and they're not actually like real. They're just distorted and stuff. Each one is different. They are real. They're gods, you could say, in different games. And here it looks like just people that are able to control those said icons or gods. They have the power to like be dominant. So like they're able to summon them too as well. So it's gonna be interesting how that like I'm assuming there's war going on and they're using the icons to help with said wars. So it looks like that's also going to be the case as well. Because they mentioned, is there going to be another war? When Clive is like super young. I think he's like 16 at the time, I could be wrong. Because he doesn't have the facial hair or the rugged look yet.
I think they said he starts out 16, but he gradually starts getting older over the game. Yeah.
And then I think 16 also like posted 2 tweets of screenshots of the game in different locations and all that.
Yes.
And it looks great, and I got no problem. Music sounds great. Soken is the person that did the soundtrack for 14 expansions and base game, and he's doing
God.
16 as well. So he's really good. I love like Endwalker's soundtrack as well. Like literally all the soundtracks I like having the Endwalker footfalls or whatever they're called. Like he's just too good. So like overall, like that trailer, like chef kiss, like just too good.
All I saw was a bunch of crazy shit that I couldn't understand.
Mhm.
It was cool though. It was definitely cool.
Mhm.
And for some reason, I saw someone on the timeline say that the game was downgraded.
And who said
Uh,
We don't talk about that, man. We don't
wait,
talk
who
about
said
that.
who's this person?
But
We don't talk
at the
about that,
same
man.
time, I watched like the Digital Founder video.
No.
Oh, their recent podcast, and they were like, "Wow, this game was massively upgraded." This is
Exactly.
the
That's
last
what I
time
saw
we
too. Like literally in my
It was
head, I
just
was
funny.
like, because like I said that initially. I was like, when I first saw the game in 2020, I literally told people the only disappointment I have is the graphics right now. Literally 2 years later, they improved the facial textures and the environment, the lighting, all this stuff, and you can see Shiva doesn't look flat anymore. It's just like a lot of like aspects of this game has been improved. So wait, who said that it got downgraded?
It was your favorite Xbot, bro.
Oh
Man,
my
we don't talk about that,
gosh!
man.
You talking about Kids
Uh,
Smooth?
Yeah, bro, he
Bro.
honestly just said that because he needed something negative to say about something. Cause yeah, it did not look in any shape or form like a fucking downgrade.
Yeah, it looked like an
Which is
improvement.
fucking
That's what I said. I was like, wow.
That was
Like I said
funny.
that in my stream. I was like that, or I just told people afterwards. I was like, this got upgraded.
Yeah,
So-
it looked great. So yeah, I don't know. That nigga he going through it because he just going through it. No Xbox shit until the 12th. He just gotta hope and pray.
I
Yeah.
do have a question.
Mhm.
Red Hood.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what engine they're working on. When they first revealed it, I think they were using the same engine Final Fantasy 14 was using.
I think you are right because I mean honestly that's the engine that they're familiar with. I'm gonna also look it up just in case because so yeah, 14 was Unreal Engine 4.
What's it?
Yes, I believe so.
'Cause I know they did a graphical update to Final Fantasy 14 like this past month. So I wonder if that's. I think that I would assume that they're still using the same Unreal Engine 4, unless that's 5, and the way they just did it artistically might look different.
It's just 16 is not confirmed, which is interesting. Wait, XIV will use a tried and true existing engine.
I just know 16 is using Luminous now, but
16 is not.
No,
using
yeah,
it.
they're not using
no?
Luminous, no.
No,
Forspoken
Forspoken is
is.
using Luminous.
what the fuck is 16 using?
People,
that's what-
there's no confirmation really. It's like people think it's the 14 engine.
Oh,
Which
I thought
is-
you guys were saying like originally it was shown and was on a different engine.
No.
but now it's on a new engine or something.
No, it's the same
Oh.
engine as like 2020. Just
Oh,
no one
okay.
really truly knows. Everyone's assuming it's the Unreal Engine 4, which is like 14 uses Unreal Engine. It's just modified, I think.
Mhm.
But no, like that was really really good. And Callie, what do you think?
About the Final Fantasy
16.
Yeah, 16. I actually thought it looked pretty cool. I mean, there's nothing really I can really say about it because we saw a lot of like gameplay back when they first revealed it. So it's like we're just getting some more footage about the game.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not all that into the lore, but I'll buy it just because it looks fucking fun. The combat looks way better than 15 was.
Yes. Agreed.
So, I mean, this is definitely gonna be a game I'm gonna pick up.
Yeah, it's definitely a cop. I'll probably wait for it to just come to PC though, because you already know they're not gonna ditch PC.
Yeah, but
All the games
you
are
know
on
where it's
PC.
going though first on PC.
Plus, there's
Epic
a whole
Game
PS5.
Store.
Hey man, remember the controversy? They said when it was first showed, PS5 and PC.
Yeah.
It was like, so,
But it's going to Epic. Let's keep it a buck. And
I don't care about that.
I
But
definitely think this PC port though will
they
be
need to-
better than 7 Remake, just because it's like Creative Business Unit 3 has worked on PC, brought their MMOs on PC, so I don't see why the PC port wouldn't be good.
Well, I know they're gonna pull the $70 nonsense. So
Probably. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Square, so
yeah.
that's the only game I'm willing to. Forspoken,
they make
absolutely.
Final
Forspoken, I am
Didn't they
not paying $70. Say that again?
Key
Didn't they
side
make
up.
a Final Fantasy 7 remake $70
Yes, on
They did.
PS5 and
on
Epic.
PC?
Epic, yes, but it's on sale, I think, right now for like $40-something, and then you use a creative code and it's like $40.
That doesn't count as a sale.
Man, listen, I did that just recently. I'm not gonna lie, for Epic Game Store.
You probably also use CD keys too.
Bro, I don't think they have CD keys for it. Sadly.
And anyone
Fine,
that's
that's collected.
PC should just use key sites, man.
No, they shouldn't.
Honestly, I've been trying to look for keys for like games I want that are no longer on Steam.
Mm,
It's rough with how the resale market is right now.
no, I feel that. I guess we can go like overall. Like I said, their best state of play by far. I don't got much to say really. It was really really good, and my theory also, which we'll get into, a Summer Game Fest.
Game theory.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh
That too.
god.
Is God of War. I definitely believe we'll be at Jeff Keighley's showcase.
You really think so?
Yes, absolutely.
I think
Because
so.
I feel like because
You-
it being
you don't-
rated
you
in
don't think they're gonna
Korea,
do-
because it's it being rated in Korea and their merchandise increasing and all that, like a lot of people don't realize God of War 2018 came out in January, right? No, not January. Their trailer came out with the release date in January, and it came out 3 months after, which came out in April. With the release date coming out with Jeff's show, and I definitely think because PlayStation and Jeff are buddies, that he'll definitely get that like look, and then there'll be a state of play regarding like God of War gameplay, because that's the only way I could see that happening. And PlayStation's not having a showcase until September. And I also got a theory as well, because FF7 Remake is having their anniversary this year. They did say they're having existing news coming out later this year. And I knew 16 was going to be a state of play, but I was also thinking, why wouldn't they just leave it for the PlayStation showcase? Then I'm like, unless they're going to do an announcement for FF7 Remake Part 2. So I'm also thinking that as well.
Hype for that.
So, but yeah, no, God of War I definitely think will be at the Summer Game Fest. I think Hellblade 2 will also be a Summer Game Fest.
I hope so.
And of course,
All I
we
gotta say
already
is you
know-
gotta keep your expectations in check.
why would my expectations? My expectations are being in check though.
That sounds like a hype list right there.
How is that a hype list?
I don't know. God of War and Hellblade at the same show.
Yes, because those are existing like game announcements. They're not brand new game announcements.
No, yeah, I get they're not brand new, but we haven't seen a lick of shit from Hellblade.
We have seen. What are you talking about, Callie? We saw
have,
demos.
but yeah,
That was just that
We
was
have
like just a
technically,
cutscene.
That was not a
wasn't any
cutscene.
gameplay.
that
They said it
that
was
was
gameplay.
that was gameplay. if you've played Hellblade, you'd know that was gameplay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It was just walking. That's the
Yeah.
problem. It was just walking.
Yeah, I do
And
hope they show
a
more
baby.
combat.
That's true.
Need to show more combat.
That's why I think because Jeff always gets Hellblade news, right? He got the announcement, he got that demo. Not shocked if he gets this again. It's a pattern. So my stuff is not a hype list at all.
I don't know. I just gotta stay skeptical when it comes to these shows. I don't get my Hellballs this high.
That's not even me being hyped. That's the thing. Like if I was hyped, I would be saying FF7 Remake Part 2, Perfect Dark, this and that, like all that type of stuff. That's not even the hype list. Like literally all I'm saying is like you're gonna get Kojima's game. You're going to get Callisto Protocol demo. It's already been announced. You're getting Call of Duty Modern Warfare campaign. That's already been announced. You're getting Gotham Knights. I don't want to see that trash. That's gonna be there. Like, bro, it's like that's not really a list. That's like, you're gonna tell me those games that I announced is like a hype list? That's not really a hype list.
Maybe it's just me. I mean, you could be right. I don't know.
Like that's the only thing I see from PlayStation even showing up for that thing. It's just a God of War release date. That's it. Hellblade, like that's the only Xbox game I see being there. I don't see any other Xbox game being at Jeff's show. Like at all. And what else? Like, man, the Kojima game. After that, I don't think there's gonna be any other game. Maybe
Suicide Squad.
Maybe Suicide Squad. Maybe that's a big maybe.
Suicide Squad, please, por favor.
Midnight Suns, yes.
Oh
sir.
yeah, Midnight Suns was announced. You're right. That's supposed to be there. You're right.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
shit.
Especially, I heard it got a revamp because of the whole backlash thing.
Oh yeah,
Everybody,
was it the card? Like,
Or people
was
were
that a
mad
card
about
system?
the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, people they're like, oh, how dare you make it to a card system? This is gonna be just like a mobile game. I'm like, bro, have y'all never played card games before? Like, come on. Now.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were
They ain't tryna
assuming
play no
from the
card Marvel
XCOM
game,
devs,
though.
like it was gonna be like XCOM, but with Marvel. Is what people were assuming.
Yeah, that's how they always described it, and then it was like cards. It was like, oh.
Well, the thing about it is that you can't expect them to be just like XCOM because what does Wolverine look hiding behind some cover, bro? Like, come on now.
And man, he gotta be strategic, brother.
This man is made out of adamantium, my dude.
Yeah, he is.
This man
made
just
out
go
of
charge
adamantium.
him.
Wolverine strategic? Hell no. He's
that man
the
just
type
gonna
of
charge
person that
that
just
thing.
fucking brute forces his way into a combat
That's
area.
true.
Hey man, he still needs time for regen, bro. Come on.
Maybe like Wolverine's just a brute though. Like he doesn't need to hide behind cover. You know,
Just stands there.
just take some shots.
It just stands there.
Well,
Oh,
to be
yeah,
fair, the thing is, if someone has a silver bullet, they're gonna fucking take
You
his
mean
memory out.
adamantium?
He'll be used. Yeah, no, not adamantium. I think it's like a silver bullet that they shoot him in the brain. It like fucks up his memory.
No, you're talking about in the movies, right? Because the movies it was adamantium.
Was it?
Mhm.
Can't remember.
And then in Logan, it just blew up the clone's brain and head. Which,
But of course.
yeah, it's weird.
Oh, another thing about Midnight Suns, the controversy, because a lot of folks also thought. I remember Gene Park. He thought it was gonna be like a what is it? A freaking Ultimate Alliance game, but with like the Midnight Suns characters. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? Niggas over here trying to make it to a hack and slash game. Like, no, it said from the XCOM, it says from Raxus, they did Civilization of XCOM. Why would you think it's gonna be a hack and slash game? That doesn't make sense. I just think people expected a different game from game developers that are known for RTS, and they think like, oh man, we're gonna get like a third person game or like an action adventure, stuff like that. It's crazy. I don't know. Supposed to just bugging.
To be fair though, it's not like it's uncommon for a developer to change what they usually do.
Yeah, it's not. But I definitely wasn't expecting the game to be like a third person shooter.
Yeah. Although, actually, to be fair, I think that XCOM spin-off game, I forgot what it was, Declassified or something, where you kind of play like a SWAT and like you just like go into rooms playing like XCOM really. It's like it has XCOM combat, but it's like more like SWAT based, right? I think that kind of could be like if that was like made like CS:GO, that would be like third person right there.
But that wasn't made by Firaxis. That was made by
No, that was made
2K
by
Mobile.
Firaxis actually.
No, that was made by 2K Australia.
Was it? Is
Yeah.
that? Huh. I thought it was made by Firaxis. Because I remember hearing from the community that Firaxis wanted to like experiment a bit since they can't really do anything with XCOM. And no, it's Firaxis. I actually just checked the Steam page and it says developer Firaxis.
You sure don't? I'm looking at it right now. It says 2K Martin.
Four? Not even.
XCOM Chimera Squad.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's Chimera. Yeah, Chimera is what they meant. You said declassified.
Oh,
Declassified.
oops, we got it mixed up.
Yeah, I feel it.
Oh, okay.
We all get them mixed up sometime. Chimera. Yeah, I definitely see. Yeah, they already announced my next one's gonna be there, so we may see card based, or we might not see card based. I don't know. It's been like a year, almost a year, right, since like Gamescom, which was in August, right?
Yeah,
So
it's been a minute.
maybe they didn't give a date yet, too, right, for this game coming out, so it could come out next year as well. So it's possible that it's not card based anymore.
Yeah.
But that's a lot
I
of
guess
changing,
not.
though, to be fair. Fundamentally speaking.
They didn't. Oh, what did they have a release date on it originally? Like
March.
a release year?
Yeah, March.
Yeah, they had it for March, and then they delayed it in, I think, October.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to make that October date.
No, I'm talking about they delayed it last year in October.
Oh, in October.
But I-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they didn't give a
After that-
release date. They just delayed it, right?
Yeah, they just delayed it. I know last month we got like a rating, a Korea rating. So it's
Oh,
definitely
yeah, so
coming
it's-
out this
yeah.
year. I think it's gonna come out probably in September.
September?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Okay. Yeah. What else we see from Gamescom? Because he did say existing, like there might be one or two trinkets, like I said with Kojima's game, and I don't know, because most of it's gonna be updated game announcements essentially.
Where the fuck is Red Burrow with their fucking next Outlast game?
So
We
I don't know.
That needs to be fucking and updated, because that game was announced like dead ass like 3 fucking years ago, and not a fucking word.
Didn't even know they made an announcement.
Like, yeah, it was supposed to be like some type of like multiplayer online type Outlast game, and they haven't said a fucking word about it, or at least I haven't seen anything about it. Fucking weird. I don't know what the fuck happened to that studio, but Outlast 1 and the DLC is goated, but yeah, 2 was okay. Some people like 2, but I don't really care for 2.
Yeah.
But
I know some people are hoping for KOTOR remake on here. That's not happening. That
They
would just
sound-
probably be at a PlayStation showcase more than likely.
I mean, it could be here just to build off the hype of like Obi-Wan right now.
I just don't believe it.
I don't know, because I think if they really wanted to show some KOTOR, they probably would have shown it off at that Star Wars event that they had like last week or so.
They don't really show off games over there though.
Well, that's
That's
also
mostly-
a PlayStation timed exclusive, so I think Sony definitely wants to that be part of their showcase event. That's like, third party esque. That's gonna probably be there along with FF7 Remake Part 2 and maybe some other third party ones.
Like,
By the way, whenever we're
Amazon,
gonna get updates on that Last of Us multiplayer update or expansion, like we haven't
Play-
heard jack and shit from that.
PlayStation
Not-
showcase.
Naughty
This-
Dogs.
You know, on that on a whatchamacallit, that presentation that they actually had like the multiplayer added for like slated for this year. So I'm not sure when they're gonna announce that.
Naughty Dog sucks.
I heard like this multiplayer is not even like
Monopoly.
even
Good.
called factions. It's just its own game essentially. At this point,
Like, it should still be called factions. Like, that's the multiplayer portion. Just call it factions. But
I heard some weird things.
Last of Us factions.
Like,
Last
I
of
heard,
Us
like-
factions. Like
it's
that's it.
like it's different. It's not like factions anymore. It's like, yeah, you'll have some modes that resemble factions, but in of itself it's just a different game.
It was rumored to be a battle royale like 2 years ago on Reddit. That's probably
I've
what
heard
it
that
is.
as well. I don't. Yeah,
And it was supposed to come to last gen and current and PC. So yeah.
I don't think it'll be. I don't think it'll be last gen anymore. I think that'll be like, like how Gotham Knights did it, swept under the rug. Definitely
Maybe.
PC though.
Oh, I got another game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I got another one. Hopefully, praying Wonder Woman.
Oh
Wonder
yeah.
Woman game.
That was just recently announced. I think it'll be too. I think it's a little bit too soon.
No, Monolith, bro, they haven't
Monolith have not made a game.
made a
since,
game
like,
since Shadow
2016.
War,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they haven't
Yeah.
done shit.
They have that Nemesis
That ass.
system that they need to give the folks, but that is the best. Actually, that's the most innovative thing.
You know what's the
That-
funniest thing?
Yeah,
Like,
that was-
a lot
that
of people
was.
don't realize this, but I said this years ago, like back when Shadow War was coming out, and I said this, and like somebody can bring this up. Like, I literally said, and because we were talking who could make DC games, I said Monolith should make a Wonder Woman game, and that came true. Good thing WB listens to me, eh?
Amazing.
Smart man. Put that man on the payroll.
Yes, do so.
You-
Even though
you,
they're
sir-
literally
you, sir,
selling
you
it.
You costed me another Shadow Mordor game. How dare you?
Bro, listen, bro.
Bro, it would have been even worse of a grind to beat the game.
The grind wasn't
It-
even
it-
bad.
Grind
yeah,
was
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of bad. I'm not gonna lie.
They-
not
they would've-
really.
It would have been 50 hours instead. Amazing.
The game could be beaten in like 30.
No, it could not have.
Beaten or beaten?
Yeah,
Beaten.
Beaten.
No.
Not no beaten. Not.
I
not
mean,
to
they
get
might.
the true
Wait,
ending cap.
wait,
That's cap.
Callie, did you beat it during launch or after launch?
I beat it during launch and after launch.
Okay, because during, like, listen, I
You
love the
get
game,
true ending,
but it was
bro.
definitely a grind for the get on the true ending.
For you to
Not
get
right.
30 hours, you must have never did anything like side. You must have just like fast traveled everywhere or what? I don't know. Like,
Nah.
there's no way. You beat Shadow of War, not the first one. Shadow of War in 30 hours.
Yeah.
And got the true
Yeah.
ending
Yeah.
without paying money.
Yep. I didn't pay a dime.
I didn't
The
either.
fucking loot boxes were actually kind of pointless because they gave you like enemies that were fucking weak.
You can buy technically the loot boxes with the in-game currency and not with the actual money, like, like real money. Like,
And
you can
The,
use
the game
in-game
gave you
currency.
the game gave you a bunch of currency too.
So no purchasing at all. No purchasing anything.
Nope.
Sir.
So what? Okay. To be fair, Bless, are you talking even the in-game currency? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did the in-game currency because I didn't like. You have like the regular currency inside the game. I don't know what they called it, but you didn't have to pay for it though.
Hmm.
You just used it, and then
The currency
got a
was
certain
hella
lot.
pointless.
loot boxes or whatever. I mean, you could theoretically, if you wanted to, just pay for it, like with real money, to get more in-game currency, but I don't think, or pay for a specific chest, I think. But yeah, didn't they get rid of it though by the end?
Yeah, they got rid of it after they got their money's worth, because fuck them, I guess. It's like Battlefront 2. It was like, oh yeah, we take it away now. 7 months later.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
yeah.
still think that game, besides that grind, like that was like a good game though. besides what they did towards the end.
Oh yeah, they added like I guess they added like a lot of DLC and people really liked the content of it in the multiplayer at least. They liked the content. It was fun. Honestly, I played it for like the multiplayer for like a week. And I was like, yeah. It's really pretty, but yeah. Got bored.
Wonder Woman could be there because I was on a Jeff show, right, for the Game Awards. So you're right about that. It's a possibility. I don't know anything else. Some people hope for Mass Effect because it was at Just Show for Game Awards. I don't think so. I just don't see it happening. Because they got Dragon Age 4 coming. Like they need to talk about that game because that game's taking too long to be made.
I remember the game.
What?
The Avatar game.
Ew.
Man, it's a game, man. I don't know.
I know, but it's Ubisoft.
It's made by the Division dev though, so I have somewhat faith in it not being completely terrible.
I don't like the Division.
Slitherhead.
How about Harry Potter? Isn't that supposed to come out
Hogwarts Legacy?
sometime in December? Yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah. I mean, they already did a deep dive on that shit. I mean, they can't show more. If you're gonna show more, they might as well just show like.
They give the actual release date because they gave a release window on holiday, right?
Yeah.
So I thought they already had a date.
No, they gave
no
holiday of 2022.
Oh, I forgot another one. The One Piece turn-based game, One Piece Odyssey. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Didn't they say it's supposed to come to Summer Game Fest?
Yes, sir. They did. Yes, sir.
Did they say how long the show is gonna be? Like I know it's starting 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think.
Did it say 2 p.m.?
I think it's something 2 p.m.
What day is it actually?
Thursday.
Man, I got it. Man,
I'll definitely be streaming it.
Oh, 2 days from now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely gonna be streaming that.
And my ass is gonna be at work. I hate them. I hate Jeff Keighley.
Yeah,
because he's doing honestly, the shit on Saturday.
I honestly,
like, man, fuck this.
Bro, I honestly heard the reason why he did it was hard of a time frame to pick it, but he did it because the UK, like the European folks.
Care about them British folks, bro?
Yeah, fuck the EU. EU, fuck.
Damn,
Damn,
bro.
Catering to the EU, huh?
You're trying to find a middle ground, bro.
That motherfuckers can wake up early in the morning. God.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it's all about the US of A, sir.
Yes, sir. Fuck them blokes. Fuck you, man.
But did they say? I don't think he gave a runtime of how long the show is supposed to be, right?
No, I don't think so. I didn't hear anything about that.
So, I definitely think. Oh, I also got another theory: Jedi Survivor, and it may be at this show or it might be at the Xbox showcase.
I'd be a bit surprised if it's at the Xbox one. To be honest,
my thing is like, if we do it in the history, right, of Jedi Fallen Order. Remember when it was first shown off? It was a CGI trailer at Star Wars Celebration, right? Then it was at Xbox's event, and then it was at EA's event. So, you know what I mean? It's a possibility.
Oh, I didn't remember that was at Xbox one.
I don't know if it was a trailer or a demo. Like it was one or the other within those two events. So I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else. We quickly go to Xbox and stuff. Hopes and dreams for Xbox Showcase: Starfield, Redfall, Avowed.
Gameplay.
It's supposed to be all gameplay. That's the rumor going around.
Just gameplay.
Just all gameplay for this stuff, and maybe Fable, Forza, Gears Collection.
There's gonna be more CG, no gameplay.
The rumor / leak is saying there's a mandate of gameplay. That is what
mandate of more CGI gameplay.
He said that last time too.
And
It's
that's
it's gonna be a mandate of in-engine.
yeah. And the to wrap things up, too, someone was hyping up Robert Serrano. Like he had like a list thread for like Xbox what they're gonna show. It's like Indiana Jones, Machine Games, Wolfenstein. Like it's like, dude, they're not gonna a year later after Indiana Jones comes out have Wolfenstein already done. That's just not gonna happen. Their team's not big enough to do that.
You said after what?
Indiana Jones, and then they said a new Wolfenstein a year later. And I was like, there's no
Oh.
way. Machine Games isn't that big to
Uh,
be doing two games at once. It's not an
I was gonna say,
Insomniac
that's-
situation.
That'd be crazy. What the hell? Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then they were saying Starfield comes out this first quarter. Next year is the next Elder Scrolls game comes out. I'm like, yo, this is all wrong. It's like Elder Scrolls is in pre-production, so it is not coming out at all. There is no fundamental way you're gonna say that and tell me with a straight face. And I hate these insiders because guess what? Guess how long Starfield took to come out, and then versus Fallout 4. Fallout 4 came out in 2015, right? Starfield's coming out in 2023. You gonna tell me Elder Scrolls is gonna come out a year later after Starfield?
No fucking way.
And Todd Howard's supposed to be the head director, by the way, for Elder Scrolls as well. So no, there's
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Yeah, you're looking
Niggas
at
are-
another what, 8 years?
Motherfuckers is snorting copium, bro.
It's like 8
You
years.
want
Like,
Xbox to
what?
win.
It's like you're
Nah.
waiting another 8 years essentially. Like Todd Howard takes a
That-
long time for whatever reason. I don't find him a good developer, personally speaking. Takes 8 years.
It's gonna be like at the very end of next gen or this generation, or it's gonna be next gen.
Yep.
Honestly, or cross gen title. It's just gonna be cursed.
Mm-hmm. And the rumors is why it got delayed was because they wanted to avoid a Cyberpunk sequel. That's what Jason Schreier was saying. So
That shit's still gonna be fucking broken. But I guess not as broken. Congrats, bro.
It's
Like-
a Bethesda game. It's gonna be broken as all hell.
don't
Yeah,
disagree.
There's a reason why they have the title Bethesda.
Yep. But that's an
It just
issue in
worked.
of itself, though. That's on them for continuing that title.
yeah.
But whatever. Anything, I guess, before we wrap this up, what you guys are hoping to see for the Xbox Showcase, which is in June, not June, this Sunday.
Actual gameplay.
Dreams.
just it's goddamn gameplay, bro.
Ah,
This
Like
gameplay.
it's like Redfall. Then they show Redfall gameplay. Then they show
You know what I actually kind of want to see there? I actually kind of want to see the
Starcraft-
Indiana Jones game.
StarCraft. What?
that's what the rumor is going around. It may be.
We need information on Indiana Jones at least, because they're gonna do the 14th, the little thing where they're gonna talk for probably like 6 hours again. The special.
Yeah. See,
with
people
the-
were
with the
hyping that up
bald-headed nigga.
too. You're right. You said the 14th is gonna be their second day, but like people, I
Yeah.
think, are getting too hyped for that day. It's like
gonna be a deeper dive, of just talking to devs and shit
Exactly.
of the same games.
Exactly. People gotta like calm down there for the second day. It's not what a lot of people think.
Yeah, it's like if Indiana Jones is shown, it's probably gonna be a CGI trailer again. But then on the 14th, they actually may say what the fuck perspective, because I think was it say the first person or third person, or we don't know.
No, we don't know
Well, it's
yet. Like no one
so-
knows.
It's
It could be
first person.
first or third.
So yeah,
They said
so
first person.
They said first.
They said first person. Yeah.
Oh boy,
bruh.
that is a very interesting choice for Indiana Jones. Because that's so weird.
Sounds
Why
like
you
a-
would go
sounds like a Disney ride. I don't
like
know.
it's like it's weird because Uncharted is literally the ripoff of Tomb Raider, and Tomb Raider is literally the ripoff of Indiana Jones.
And they want to go third person or first person.
Yeah, it's whatever, man. I don't got much
So-
to say. on that.
Only thing I gotta say, since Indiana Jones uses a whip, he better not be whipping no black people. That's all I gotta say.
What?
I better not see no black enemies on that screen, or else we're gonna
Didn't
have a
Indiana
problem.
Jones fight like Nazis?
That would be
Yeah, he
Yeah.
fought
At one point.
Nazis.
I don't know if that's true or not.
He fought them in the first movie.
Was it the
Actually, no,
first?
he fought them all three.
I'm gonna keep it buck. I never watched an Indiana Jones movie. I don't know if
I
that's
watched
like
them.
if
Even-
that's
even the Star Wars one
sacrilegious
with
to
Shia
say
LaBeouf.
or something like that or what. I
The one
never
with Shia
watched an
LaBeouf was the
Indiana
worst
Jones.
one.
Damn.
I never either. You're good.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Indiana Jones is a cultural legend. Okay, you should put some respect on that name.
Hey man. I also
Red.
heard they're gonna do time travel in the new one. But let's not talk about that. Yeah, any last remarks for Xbox before we close out?
I assume probably gonna be like a 6 out of 10. Unfortunately, it's probably
Okay.
gonna be like a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
But if it's better, you love to see it.
All
But,
right.
Yeah. A lot of the games that they showed last year presentation haven't even came out yet.
Yeah.
Somerville, replaced, like
What is it? Plague's Tale?
those A Plague's Tale.
I don't think Plague's Tale
Requiem.
is supposed to come out this year, is it?
No, I have no idea. They got Outer Worlds 2.
That ain't coming out
Yeah, that's not coming
for
out.
a
but-
while. If I was coming out before Outer Worlds
Yeah.
2.
But yeah, they have a lot of like they showed a lot of indie games and first party that we have no idea as to.
People think
well,
also
they didn't
Double
come out
Fine's
and-
gonna show up,
idea.
and I'm like, dude, they just released Psychonauts. I don't know,
They gonna-
unless it's a really smaller project. But
They're gonna come out and show fucking like what? Fuck. Some concept art, baby. We're about to harp up some concept art because motherfuckers just released the game, like you said.
Yep.
But yeah, that's about it. They need to update those games that they showed previously and give release dates and
they're gonna show Deathloop.
gameplay. Don't.
You know,
please,
they
God,
are,
no.
bro. You don't think, bro? I guarantee you, they're gonna show Deathloop
This game never dies. No.
because it's gonna
I
come on
like the
Xbox
game, but no.
September, bro. It's gonna come out in September for Xbox Game Pass.
Just fucking no. Just
But before we end it,
Blockbuster.
ESA said they're coming back for E3 2023, and all I gotta say, that sounds like Cap to me.
Yawn.
Sounds like big old Cap from the ESA saying they're coming back 2023 for like putting up E3 again. I don't
Okay,
believe it.
serious question. Does anyone really care if they come back? Like, I think we have so many events now. It's just like, why? Like, what's the point?
I don't care. The reason I don't
Smart.
care
I don't
is
know.
just think about it like this. 2020, right? They canceled E3. And they're like, everyone's like, we want E3 back. We want E3 back. Next year, they came back. It was not good. So I'm just saying, I don't find E3 that good. They charge developers and publishers way too much money to be on part of their shows. Publishers can just create their own events. So
Yeah, basically. It's gonna be a fucking ghost town for E3. If they have like an actual convention, people go in. It's like who gonna be there? Who gonna be purchasing the floor space?
yep.
Like, the motherfucker don't want to spend that money.
Exactly. Well, that was a good episode. Enjoyed it. And a shout out to Deontay being here, Callie Rex, everybody. Glad to have you guys. We're going to do our outros. And make sure to hit the button, subscribe, share, follow everybody here as well when they do their outros. And you can also follow me on Twitch at Rosa420. I stream usually around 11 or 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until like 4 or 5 p.m. So Mondays through Fridays around there. So look forward to that. Stream tomorrow. And then Thursday, I will be streaming the Summer Game Fest. So, yeah. Look forward to that. And Bless, where can they find you at?
The two platforms I'm always on, whether I'm actually streaming or not, that is to be continued. I don't know. But was it at Blessed Red on Twitch and at _ Blessed Red on Twitter. Basically.
Nice. And Deontay, where can they find you at?
You can find me at Twitter at Deontay Ontario. I don't do no Twitch or none. I just do Twitter and have some spicy takes and just bully Bless Red because that man buys no video games.
Man, fuck you. I bought a lot of video games, sir. How dare you?
And,
I have. I've bought more games this year than I've actually beat, man.
damn.
You love
That's
to
what
see
they
it.
all say, Bliss. That's what they all say.
That's actually true. It's actually true, which is sad. My games beat list is sparse. I've been up to other shit. That's all.
Seen a whole lot of mid on that list, sir.
Damn.
It happens. I don't know.
All right. And
I don't even remember it.
Kelly, where can they find you at?
You guys can find me on my own channel, Calrix, and my Twitter handle, Calrix01, and my backup Twitter handle, Calrix011. And as to whether or not when I'll be back streaming or making content, it kind of depends. I kind of fluctuate in terms of how long it takes me to edit videos. But yeah, and I should be bringing back my podcast relatively soon after the E3 events happen. So yeah.
Bad.
Great episode, guys. Follow everybody here. Overload Podcast. Sign off. Peace.